right? There's some funny
whoa,
people
whoa,
out
hold on
there.
a second. Hold on a second. We're good now.
Hey guys, you have a good show? A lot of funny comics out there, right? Yeah, good time. Oh, I mean, come next time. There's more. I mean, we'll have more comics. There's some pretty good people out tonight. So I forgot. We have one more guy. He's like the headliner. He's been coming here a lot. He's a perseverant guy. He has no Netflix specials. He's kind of special himself. RAMZCA, yeah.
Hey, thank you guys for having me today here. Yeah, I love coming down over here to the CHRILLCAST. I love telling a couple jokes over here. Let me take this off. How you guys doing in the audience today? You guys doing good?
Woo!
Let me just set that. So, thank you. So, anyways, did you hear that George Takei is in the new Wizard of Oz? That's right. His first sound test came out. Lions, tiger, bears. Oh my. How about did you hear that Quentin Tarantino's directing the Witcher 3 movie? Yeah, The Witcher 3. It's only going to be the bathtub scene. He's renamed it The Witcher Feet. Okay, that's fucking it. Listen, guys, I'm funny. Okay? I'm fucking. Hey, what's up, Krill? How you doing, man? You doing good? Let me readjust this for you. Yeah, you all good over here? I got to put this headphone on.
Doing really well. This is the first time we've had an opening act on our podcast, so
Hey, what can I say? I'm revolutionizing the CHRILLCAST every single time. The next time you guys probably have me on, we're gonna have a full movie.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to do some analysis with you and Racevic, if you wouldn't mind.
First off, don't mention me and that Canadian fuck in the same sentence. that gives him credence that he's even on the same level, which is first off an abysmal fact to bring up, especially in this interview. You think it's like comparing me to fucking, I don't know, Harvey Weinstein. I mean,
whoa, that's a little much there, huh?
All right, you know what? Let me change that subject. It's like reminding me of who else is on this list? Spacey. No, that's also bad. Cosby. Fuck. Did you only write people who have charges over here?
No, Cosby's off.
Oh, Cosby's good. Yeah, I'll take Cosby.
Remember, he got out. He's gone. He's good.
That's good. That's right. That is right. I keep looking at you over here. You over here. I'll talk to the microphone. So, Krill, how you been doing? You said you were sick this week. You doing good? I'm glad to see you have a little bit of color on you.
I had sickness rolling through the house. I can change my color at whim here.
Ooh, whoa! Now you look like a bronze god. You got a facial structure of the gods, man.
Could be a Jersey Shore character. No, I'm just kidding.
So. Hold on. Sorry, I was just making sure Kratos wasn't here. With that facial structure of the gods, he might have a vendetta against you. You better watch out, man.
Yeah, he might have a V for vendetta against me. Huh?
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you.
Go ahead.
I gotta ask you, what motivated you to start your channel, and what draws inspiration for you to make content on your channel? Because your content is so varied. It's like all over the place. It's all good, but it's all varied.
See, the real motivation behind starting this channel, and I think a lot of people can agree to this, is when you see one of your good friends over there. I wouldn't really call him a good friend. Just one of the acquaintances you doing, and he starts succeeding, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, everybody says I have the voice of Spike Spiegel from the Dub, and it's like you fuck. I'm talking about. Listen, Racevic is a cunt. No, but really, I've been doing YouTube since like 07, Kevin? How long has it been?
Probably 07, 05.
I don't think it was around in 05. We were doing the website shit.
Yeah, 06 was the origin.
Yeah, I think I made my account back in 2006, 2007. And before that, we were doing skits on like the website, just random websites, which
right.
As a kid, you're like, oh, throw a video up on here. This is great. And then all of a sudden your parents get the bill and you're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Where did this $300 charge come from? God, it must be my sister. But no, I've been doing, originally I started, I'll make a long story short here. Originally I started back in 07, 06. I originally wanted to do machinimas. I got a Dazzle PVC back when I was living in. I think this was right when I moved to California. But my friends back home, Ryan Kubik and all that stuff, we were gonna do machinimas on World at War. I still have this
World at
script
War
somewhere. Yeah, World at War. It's the before Call of Duty. Was that was before Call of Duty 4 took off, right? Or was that right after Call of Duty 4?
That was after 4. That was after 4.
Okay, so it must have been Halo. That's right. It was Halo 3 then.
I was gonna say most people are like Machinima in Halo 3 because you had the Forge and you had the library and the video player and all that.
Yeah, so it must have been. No, I think we wanted to do it originally on Halo 2, but we were all like 9 years old and couldn't figure out how to do fucking anything. So then eventually time came. I got a Dazzle PVC. We still didn't make any machinimas. We got to World at War, still didn't make any machinimas. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to start making really bad montages. Just they were like, let me clarify. Back in the day when you did a Call of Duty montage, it wasn't like today where people are like, oh, 360 fakie, 720 ladder stall, YY, somehow fucking peeped the matrix code, went into Fortnite, built a tower, and then came back to Call of Duty and shot somebody. That wasn't it. Back then, it's like, yo, dude, I got the sickest clip. You want to see this? You throw some like super fucking screamo, like Escape the Fate, where it's like, it's like, exactly. The whips, that's a fucking, that goes on the background and people are screaming. And then all of a sudden it's like, you have the AK-74U and you kill like 2 people back to back. And everybody was like, bro, you killed 2 in a row? Oh, dude, you almost got that UAV dog. That's fucking crazy. So that's essentially what it was back in the day. And from there, I met a guy named Amaron reached out to me. Shout out to Amaron. Me and him kind of drifted apart back in the day. I have a video way back when. But basically, he convinced me to start doing Call of Duty commentaries. And I was like, who the fuck wants to listen to someone talk over a video game? Which, in hindsight, was probably, he probably was peeping like the fucking Matrix. Oh, I actually broke this. Hey, it's part of my mic stand.
Whoops.
Oh, well. Anyways, so he told me to start doing Call of Duty commentaries for a place called All Game Multimedia. And so I did that. And then I was going through a lot at the time in high school where it's like, you know, parents divorce, move to a new place. We have a bunch of all of this drama was going on. And I really was not in a good place mentally. And by the time 2010 rolled around, I was doing commentaries and I was about to hit 10,000 subscribers. Now, if anyone was back in the day on YouTube, you know exactly what happens when you hit 10,000 subscribers. Happened to Muzza Fuzza, happened to C-Nanners, happened to Fuzza Muzza, happened to Jericho. You see it happen as soon as you hit 10K within the next 6 to 8 months, you're going to have 100,000 subscribers. And then you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy a BMW because that's a great idea when you first get some money, because BMWs aren't a piece of shit that's going to make you cost $5 billion to repair. Like, right. This is a whole entire side note. Guys, listen, lease the BMW unless you're making like couple 100,000 minimum, because as soon as that thing gets one problem, oh, you got to replace your hubcap. That's going to be $15,000. And I'm going to tell you, YouTube money's not that good, not that consistent. But anyways, so by the end of it, I hit the peak where it's like, basically I was either going to become like, oh, this big time YouTube Call of Duty commentator, 100,000 subscribers, join Machinima Respawn or whatever, which I actually was one of the first people outside of a network to get like advertisements beyond like any MCM, because back in the day you had to get MCMs in order to get any sort of like ads. But I applied, right. And because I think I had one real life skit where, oh man, I wish I sent you this video beforehand. I still have it right here. It's a real life skit. Can I show you my desktop, or is that only you?
You can send me I think you can send me a screen. You have to see if you can share.
Let me see here. Let me share.
I don't think sound comes through though.
I can share a video file, but how much time would like a couple? Hold on, let me see if I can find this. 1 second. So I'll keep telling the story as I'm looking deep into these clips in my little file here. So as it goes, I reached basically the peak, and I had a choice of whether to become basically an insufferable cunt, because I'm like 15, 16. I'm getting fame. I don't know how to handle that shit. It's like everybody's saying I'm great. Everybody loves me. Everybody fucking is sending me Microsoft points. Or I could realize that, you know, I probably wasn't turning into the person I really wanted to like be someone I was proud of. So I was sitting there, I was laying in bed. It was about like 9 a.m. I used to skip school all the time. I'm laying in bed. It's 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, and I'm staring up the ceiling. And then dawned on me, like, the guy who got me into doing the commentaries was the guy named Amaron. And me and him haven't spoken in like a year and a half at this point. This is like 2010, towards the end of it. And I'm like, he basically gave me the idea, got me to the point where I am now, or was then. And I just kind of like, I was a kid. There's a bunch of excuses, but the real life thing is, at the time, I was probably a lot more selfish than I should have been, and I didn't want to be a team player. So I decided, like, I had to walk away, which I think a lot of people don't understand this, but you don't know if you'll ever get any other chance to get any sort of like recognition or fans or anything like that. So it's easy to say, and like for most people, where it's like, oh yeah, I'll walk away from that, I'll do that. It's like people who criticize musicians when they get like a multi-million dollar record deal on the table, and that, oh, obviously you don't want to sign it. That's going to fuck up your life. You're going to complain about this. But when you're staring at like a $500,000 advance that you may never get again in your life, you may never even see that amount of money again in your life, it's kind of hard to say no to it. So at the time, I sat there and I was like, I have to walk away. But knowing me, I'm going to come back unless I delete all my videos. So it was like 9:15, 9:16. I got up from my bed, walked over to YouTube, deleted every single video, every single one of them. And then just didn't come back to YouTube for like a couple of years. And back in 2013, I did like this Rising Storm, this gameplay. I probably should not be referencing it, but I said some incredibly edgy jokes in it. Hilarious. It was great. And basically that's from there is where I started. And then I just basically have been throwing things against the wall, making stuff. And this we'll bring this more into there. Down gaming we'll get there for a second. Let me find this real quick.
I was just showing your oldest videos on your channel currently. Is
Jack was probably the oldest one I still have up. I've removed like everything else though, because it's like a lot of it was already deleted, and these ones are like the ones where it's like, I made it post like a mental breakdown status. Hold on, gaming videos. Where the fuck? Oh, I only can send MP4s?
Probably. That makes sense.
Hold on. I think I found it. I did all. I hope you're not using a Mac.
No, I'm not using a Mac. No way.
I'm actually using a Mac monitor right now. Here, I'll show you. I got this for free. So I was like, there you go. It's actually a really good monitor. I give them credit. I don't use
Mac
Macs.
makes good monitors. I've used a few Macs at when I was in college, but only in my like writing classes. They didn't have any engineering programs programmed for the Mac, to be honest with you.
They keep trying to make me service Macs when I work at a lot of these different companies and everything like that. I'm like, I'm not touching a fucking Mac. Get the fuck out of here. We'll hire IT or something to do that. Okay, so this must have been 2009. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I should have had this ready. Oh, it's the level. I started out on a good note, and now look at us here. We got some downtime as I'm looking for me as a kid.
Let me jump into this next part here. How do you know like some of these other YouTubers? Are you friends in real life, or did you meet them via YouTube?
Which ones in particular?
Well, I mean, Mandalore and Racevic obviously come to mind because you commented on our video where we interviewed Racevic, and you had that big long comment about what happened with the advertisements you were running.
Oh yeah, I actually recently sent him a picture of that. First off, he downplayed how much I spent on there. Where is this? I spend a lot of money fucking with people because it's just fun. Like, hold on. Where is that picture? I might have to go.
But like, how do you know Racevic like IRL, or is it just over online?
No, Racevic used to watch me way back into late 2000s when I was doing Modern Warfare 2. Well, I'll continue the story while I'll come back to that. I'll continue the story. So basically, Racevic and our mutual friend Nicholas, who I think goes by Niche Plays now. I think he has a YouTube channel called Niche Plays. I think it's supposed to be a play on Nick Plays. I'm trying to think. No, it is Niche Plays. But anyways, he does retro gaming reviews now. Both of them used to watch me, and this was back when he was going by like Canadian and stuff. Let me see if I can find that. I recently sent him. For some reason, YouTube showed me all of my old comments for like a week, but let me see here.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know what the YouTube is. YouTube is a great platform. I absolutely love YouTube. There's nothing wrong with it. We're on YouTube right now, right?
We're on multiple platforms, but YouTube's one of them.
I definitely love every single platform that we are on. I will never disparage YouTube in my life. What? Why would you even? Why would you
check
even
out? You
suggest
got a commenter here just for you. The
what
Gaming
he
Badger said Hayden more like big stinky fart man.
That seems pretty accurate. That seems like something the Badger would say. Hey, how about you tell Badger to fuck off? All right, hold on. Here we go.
I think he must have heard you.
I think it's a she.
Or she.
Actually.
I don't
Yeah.
actually know.
You should honestly. This is unprofessional. Kevin, guess what just happened? This guy didn't spend the last year studying every single fan I have and every single subscriber, so he knows exactly what to call everybody. What the fuck did you sign me up for?
Wow, Jesus Christ!
They said love you too. There you go.
Why do you have such a fake fucking laugh? Like, what the fuck was that? Yo, honestly, I'm surrounded by idiots. Idiots. Oh, sorry, I was sending you a picture. That was right. Share. What is a slide?
It's like PowerPoints. I think you can load PowerPoints in here. This is like more for like business streaming than podcasting, but it works great for podcasting.
I don't even know if I guess I can't send you a picture. But anyways, there was basically he just said there was a comment that said pretty good channel you have here, and then there was a couple comments of him explaining why I left to other people that I didn't see back in the day. But anyways, so he and Nick were good friends with like used to watch me. I used to play with them on Xbox Live and all of that stuff. And then when I came back in 2015, I think about 2015, and I was really going hard on YouTube. I kind of did I was in a very bad mental place, and I was like, I posted a couple of videos, one explaining exactly the journey through like all of YouTube, and also one explaining like my mental state and all that stuff. And they both reached out, and they both were like good friends there. And so ever since then, it's one of those things. I've talked to a lot of people about this. Racevic is honestly, as much shit as I give him, is honestly just kind of an asshole. Yeah, that's pretty much. No, I'm not kidding. Every single time we play together, it's us yelling, and that's the creme de la creme. It's like it's honestly he's the Alec Baldwin to. I shouldn't say that joke. That actually let's censor that one there. Yeah, so basically, no, Racevic is a terrific human being. He's a great guy. He's been supporting me for way too fucking long. And honestly, he's a very approachable person. Just approach him. He's good. I think the big thing is that people see his YouTube commentaries and are like, wow, this guy's an intelligent individual. This guy, let me tell you, Racevic, I saw his thing. He's very eloquent when he's describing the dichotomy between the difference between Halo and Halo Infinite. This man is a genius. And then you actually meet him in real life, and you realize he's kind of a fucking idiot. I'm censoring myself. I don't know what I can get away with on here, but a fucking idiot. Like this motherfucker. Okay, Kevin knows this. I just showed him the clip. I uploaded it on my second channel because this is dumb. We were playing on a mutual friend Clue stream. And this motherfucker sitting there, he's like, I'm drinking a soda pop. I'm drinking a soda pop over here. It's a dandelion and burdock flavored, or whatever the fuck it is. It's like you're drinking pollen flavored soda and you're complaining about it. And then we went down this whole entire path, and he starts saying, well, the Americans have like 1,100 different flavors. And it's like, gosh. We got 1,100 flavors because they all fucking make sense. It's like mesquite barbecue. Some people like mesquite barbecue. Some people like regular barbecue. You can eat both of them. They're good. And then you got fucking like, you got like pizza flavor and nacho flavor chips. Those are good. But then you go to Canada, and obviously there's only going to be 4 fucking flavors when you're dealing with black tar heroin and pollen flavored chips. It's like, who would try? I wouldn't venture out. If I got a chip bag and it tastes like car tire, I'm just going to stick to regular chips. So anyway, sorry. I went on a little bit of a rant there. This guy.
I'm pretty sure that's why people watch you, is your rants. Honestly, they're pretty awesome to just hear coming off the beak like that.
Hey, thank you. But he's one of the few people, and I'm very bad at keeping up with people. I kind of just do my own thing all the time, and eventually reach out and be like, hey, let's play a game or do this. Even in real life, like me and Kevin, we went to high school together, and we didn't really reconvene and start filming stuff until like 3 years later, where I hit him up and like, hey, you want to film something? And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm up in Northridge now. It's like, all right, let's film this. And we filmed, what was that? Was that Tier 7 suit armor?
I think Tier 7, yeah.
Oh, man. We have an old skit, and this one I will actually send you if you want to play it. I actually can send you. Do you want the YouTube link or do you want the video file?
We can put the YouTube. Either way, I don't think I can do sound through this for some reason. I've tried before; it never works.
You know,
we can have it playing while we talk if you want.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right here. All right,
just real quick. Next time somebody gives you crap about America, have a bajillion beverages, just show them that the UK has this.
Let me see.
Look on that screen real quick.
I think that's the end of the interview.
That's about right.
Let's go and celebrate our new sponsor who's not sponsoring us today, Del Taco. I think that's right. Del Taco. Hey, we're going to be giving away shirts here. Del Taco definitely did not sponsor this segment, but we're going to say it's sponsored anyway because this ain't our fucking channel. And if he gets taken down, that's not our problem. We get the shirts over here. This fucking idiot. Hold on. We got a bag of t-shirts from Del Taco that was sent to our address, and I think they sent it to the wrong place, the wrong location.
Oh my god.
So I got the Del Taco. We're repping DT up in this bitch. Yo, DT, you know what we say? And then we got a chop, shred, grill, slice, grate, repeat. This is actually the sequel to that Live Die Repeat movie. This is actually a whole entire product promotion. We're just using you to advertise. Was it Nicolas Cage? No, it was Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise. So Tom Cruise actually has sponsored this podcast. It's crazy. Is this a podcast? Does this count as a podcast?
It's a podcast.
Yo, I'm gonna go on a rant for a second. I don't understand the fucking terminology for this shit. Like, I'm apparently a video essayist. I don't write video essays. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never even wrote an essay in my life. I've literally just showed up and improv'd everything. I actually have that too. I have a video of me doing a 10-minute improv speech in order to not fail English. Do I still have that up? Yeah, it's right here. Nice. I'll send you that link too. I'm sending it to you on StreamYard. Did I send you the other link?
There's a private chat on StreamYard. You can send it to me there.
All right.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. I did not. For some reason, it didn't notify me that you sent that. All right. I'll put it up.
All right.
I did not realize it.
Wait, where did I send you the tier 7 suit armor link? I copied it. Am I dumb? Well, don't answer that.
Oh, it says this video is private. You have to make it unlisted for me to find it.
Got to make it unlisted. And I'll look at you. Just maybe come over to my house, maybe have a couple drinks. We see where it leads. Maybe, I introduce you to my parents. You introduce me to yours, and maybe we'll get married. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I believe that. That would definitely not be the most unrealistic situation.
I'm just saying, the tier 7 suit armor is actually public. Did I make that public? I don't know why I made that public. All right, well, it's public. Whatever. I was going on what was the rant I was going on? I was going on
Del
a rant.
Taco. It was Del Taco, but before the Del Taco is about how you had Racevic's old messages on YouTube about how you watched your channel.
Yeah, no, there was something after Del Taco was going on a rant on. I don't remember what the.
Oh, how about how you didn't fail English class because you went on a 10-minute rant for a video?
No, that was after I started. I can't remember.
Shoot, and I can't rewind right here.
Maybe I can't believe you can't rewind. Am I going to wear this Del Taco hat the whole time? I guess so.
We're legally obligated.
Well, we're not legally obligated to continue repping Del Taco, but I feel like the likelihood of your channel getting taken down is pretty high with me just saying we are. Actually, I don't even have to do that. I could just put definitives. CHRILLCAST is sponsored by Del Taco. That's an official statement on the CHRILLCAST right now.
No, we're not.
CHRILLCAST wants to go on record and say, fuck Taco Bell. People who eat at Taco Bell smell, they suck.
Gosh.
This is coming from not me. I'm a guest. This is what CHRILLCAST told me to tell you guys. I just want to go on record saying
interject here?
No. Which one of us is the host? Which one of us is the host?
I guess you
Which one of us has, because you have the quotation marks at the end of your name. People look, he says the CHRILLCAST on there. They do that so they know what party the guest belongs to. It's like if you go to like Rolling Loud or something like that and you belong to Complex, they put Complex there. So he's the guest. Obviously, I don't need any introduction because everybody knows who I am because I'm the face of CHRILLCAST. Who's your... I'm blanking on your friend's name. Will. Yes, Will.
He would have been on last week, but this week he can't because he's a beer camp.
I was gonna make a Will joke, but I feel like if he's not here to defend himself, I'm not gonna degrade him. Oh, I sent you I made it public.
I'm gonna click it again. Click it again. Hey, listen, just so you know, I've been on YouTube about as long as you.
Oh shit! Welcome. Hey, you're
on
part
this,
of the old fucks category, huh?
Yeah, we had like a Jackass style channel back in like 06. We just did a bunch of pranks.
What the fuck you say? I'm sorry. Talent's on set. I don't know. Have you ever walked into like the fucking Lakers studio and why they're talking about, oh, Kobe's not dead. Kobe's dead. Whoops. LeBron hit a 3-pointer and been like, hey, yeah, yo, those are nice shoot. You don't fucking talk. All right, listen. Sorry, I gotta reprimand Kevin over here. He's getting a little.
So I have to ask this question now.
Yeah.
So is your channel, like, how many people are involved in your channel at this point?
Involved?
Yes.
I mean, we haven't really put an
Kevin?
Official title on it or anything. You know, titles get a little bit tricky. You start, maybe it's involved, maybe you guys are married, maybe you're dodging child support payments. Like, I don't want to get the legal system involved. I'm gonna be honest with you, because as soon as you start doing that, you gotta get dragged to court, and then you gotta change your identity, and next thing you know, you move to Mexico. Yeah, that's.
I guess is Kevin the only other person you work with on RAMZCA then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Do we work with
question.
anyone else? I think Arnell was in a video before.
I mean, people pop in. But...
Yeah, I think it's more of like people pop in. For the most part, I could sit here and lie and say it's a team effort. Like, yeah, me and Kevin, we really sit down. We write those scripts together. We edit. It's honestly like the Patrick Swayze movie. Is it Ghost? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Ghost. And he's like, as I'm typing on the keyboard and editing, because he's a real editor. He works for, I don't want to say his companies. I'd rather not drag your companies into it. But he works for actual companies. He puts his hands on my hands and guides me for every single cut I make. That's true. Kevin, you want to give a demonstration? Come over here. Let's show the audience. This is exactly how it looks like. All right, so he gets behind me like this. Yeah. And let's go down to the keyboard here. And I like put my hand on the keyboard.
Oh my god.
And like he just we lock fingers like this and we type. He helps me. That's how it happens. It's honestly a beautiful thing. I'm sad that you and Will don't do that. It's like, I thought you guys were a team. Like, it's kind of funny to me because you guys seem like a team, but I haven't seen you guys kiss each other once. What?
Well,
Sorry,
you didn't watch the
static?
Fable. You didn't watch the Fable Let's Play, obviously.
Oh, I gotta go back. I got you macking on your homie there?
No. We
Uh,
do actually. Every time I was forced to play as the evil female in the Fable 2 game, so I guess that counts.
Yeah, I guess that does count. Why is there an evil Fable?
No. So there's a main. So you play as the henchman when you play 2-player Fable, right?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So the second player has to pick between 6 pre-made characters: evil male, neutral male, good male, and then evil female, or a neutral female and good female. I just picked the evil female because she's got the weirdest hairstyle.
I can't blame you on that. I mean, I would also have settled that she was a 900-year dragon girl that looks like a 9-year-old too. That seems like a perfect reason to choose it. I don't know. It's perfectly legal.
You're talking about Fire Emblem, aren't you?
Oh my god! Don't even fucking. All right, I have a video on this, but
I was gonna say BioShock. We have to discuss BioShock because clearly nobody.
No, we're on Fire Emblem now. You should have been invited me if you had like, hey, we're gonna hit these specific buttons. Listen, now we're on fucking Fire Emblem time. Hey,
listen. My whole podcast is an improvised podcast. Nobody knows this anymore.
That's my type of podcast. Hey, yeah. You looking joyful? No, so listen. Let's start with Fire Emblem. First off,
all right, let's hear it.
I'll be perfectly honest. I'll go on the record. I think I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm attracted to powerful women. And you know what's more powerful than a powerful woman? A dragon. Yeah. So obviously the second I was playing Fire Emblem, what was that, Awakening? And it was like, oh, I'm playing Fire Emblem Awakening, a dragon appears. And it's like, God damn, you can marry a dragon? I'm going to marry a fucking dragon. Like, where else you ain't going to find a dragon in fucking real life. So obviously I did that. But it came to a time where I was talking to my friend about the game, and I was like, yeah, I'm playing Fire Emblem, it's fun, you have the kids, and you have to go through the side quests and stuff. And he's like, yeah, oh shit, can I see your game? I want to see what it looks like. And I'm like, no, totally. You could totally see the game. Like, oh, hold on, let me find that for you real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Let me just grab the game.
Oh, I can't find it. Whoops.
Hold on. It's here somewhere. Hold on. I actually have the 3DS somewhere around here. We threw it before. That's not the 3DS. This bit does not work. If I should have had the 3DS like here. What the fuck? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. So it's like you have the 3DS, right? They ask you, and this is actually we do drills. I had to make drills for this. Like you're playing Fire Emblem. You see, you got this is Conquest, but I have Fire Emblem in there, and it's like you're playing it, and your friend comes over. He's like, "Oh, can I see the game?" And you take this, and basically just do, and you get rid of it. Oh, the wind!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Not the 3DS.
You know what your problem is? You played a new Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
you played a new Fire Emblem game. That's the problem.
Oh,
the old ones don't look like that.
That thing actually survived? Let's see this. This is I don't play a lot of Nintendo things, but I got to give credit. I just threw this hard into the ground, and the only like imperfection on it is like just because I haven't washed this and like I haven't touched it. It's been sitting there. It saw. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's why. Man, I'm stupid. I realized it crossed out the sides of the 16:9, so I'm sitting over here like just lounging. I'm doing good. But yeah, no, in the new Fire Emblem game. Sorry, I get off track a lot. In the new Fire Emblem game, I waited a bit before I made the video. Like enough time where I thought someone else might have like tuned in, someone else might have said something, but nobody in any of these reviews. I even waited for Seth Tiznatch or whatever the fuck that fucking Warhammer 40,000 name was to make a video. No one touched it, and I'm like, for those who don't know, Fire Emblem Three Houses is a game that takes place in a fantasy universe, medieval, and you play as a mercenary of untold age. So as you're playing, you get hired at a school to teach all these young students who are noblemen and noblewomen who are about to go fucking kill each other, how to fight, how to do skills, how to do sorcery. And you basically spend like a year or two teaching them, watching them grow into human beings. And then you get like basically knocked out and a time jump happens in the future. And then you wake up and they're all like 20 something, 18, barely legal, just how the Japanese like it. And you basically go through the game and you got to like choose your stuff. But here's the initial issue that I had. And I noticed this when I was writing the script. You're a mercenary of untold age. You're teaching a bunch of young students. And 3, you later go on to marry them. Which I don't know if you guys know what marriage is, but I don't think marriage is just strictly a friendship deal. I think there might be a little other component. Hey, it's weird. Chris, I could have sworn you said you were married.
I am.
I heard you had like 18 kids, right?
3.
That's crazy because in Fire Emblem, you were the teacher and you raise these underage kids into adults, and then you basically knock them up. It's almost as if there's a word for that in the United States. I'm blanking on it. That's right. Grooming. You're grooming these kids, and you later on find the students that you groomed, and you're like, "Hey, baby, I'm still alive, and I haven't aged a second." So you basically, I have another reference I ain't gonna use, but you basically do that. And I was like, as I'm writing this, I'm like, that seemed a little bit too easy. When you have a feeling where something comes together in a script, and you're like, wait a second, something's off. This script wrote itself. It's almost as if Fire Emblem knew I was going to be thinking about this, and they were like, hey, if we throw him an obvious curve, like an obvious ball here, it's gonna be a facade. He won't see what's really behind the scenes. And you know what's behind the scenes, which is even more fucked up? There's a deity of like 9,000 years old in your mind, and just as deities happen, if you're 900-year-old dragon girl, a 9,000-year-old deity, demon queen of untold power of age, you obviously have to look like a 9-year-old girl. That's what it is.
Yeah, that did not sit well with me either.
Yeah, in the beginning of that game, you have 2 dialogue options. I actually have it in my video, but you have 2 dialogue options, and one of them is, "I'm dreaming of a young girl."
Oh, jeez.
So that's the Fire Emblem Three Houses ordeal.
Is that before or after you're introduced to this person? I can't remember.
No, that's the beginning of the game. You literally get introduced to her, and she's like this young girl, and I think she has some dialogue about, or maybe you have like some visions of her, and it's like, I guess it makes sense that it's a young girl because you don't really have a real like close personal relationship with her. She looks like a young girl, and what's even more fucked up about the situation is that you say it's a young girl because that's what you thought, and even though you later figure out that she's some deity or something, you can still marry the girl. So like your first impression was like, damn, she's like 10 years old. What a young girl. And later on, you're like, damn, I really want to fuck this 10-year-old. These are
I got
clips.
one better for you. There's a game, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, comes before the game you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2009.
I remember my cousin Jesse played through it.
The main female character is like significantly older than the main male character, Soft. And she basically raised him and then marries him.
I'm not going to say who this is in Hollywood because I might have to work with him in the future. But there's a certain individual who he may or may not have helped raise the goddaughter. You know, it's like imagine this. Imagine Will. I'm going to put this on you instead. Imagine Will is the godfather of all three of your children. Do you have a daughter?
I do.
Imagine if Will's the godfather of your daughter. You're right. You know, he visits for Christmas. You guys spend time together. He's just an overall good person. He's like your best friend. It's all nice. And then as soon as she turns 18, she's on a super yacht with Will in a bikini. How are you going to feel about that, huh?
Not so good.
And well, there's a certain individual who did that, and I guess he must have taken a note from Radiant Dawn, is by what you're saying.
Yeah, it sounds like it. All right,
sorry, we got really off topic. Go ahead. What?
So you've got like 2 games, sounds like, maybe 3 in the Fire Emblem sphere.
I have. Oh no, I played most of the Fire Emblem games growing up. I mean, the older ones I didn't really have the patience for. I mean, I did Fallout Tactics back in the day, and then Fallout Tactics Advance, but. Yeah, no, I mean, I used to travel a lot as a kid because my dad was one of those people who were like, hey, kids, it's summer. You know what's great for summer? Family bonding without you being here. So go visit your grandparents. Go fly off. We'll just send you to the East Coast out to West Virginia. You go visit your Nana and Papa while I don't know, probably do a lot of fucking cocaine and hookers. So that's basically what he was doing. And so we got sent out to our grandparents every single summer. Great time. Loved it. They honestly, shout out my grandparents. They always supported me through everything and bought me a lot of dumb shit that they probably shouldn't have, including a lot of immature video games. They're the ones who bought me BioShock Collector's Edition. Which do I have the broken? It just go to my BioShock video, and in the beginning of it, maybe like a minute and 30 seconds in, I believe, there should be me dropping all the collector edition stuff on the table because the BioShock did not ship very well. Porcelain figures probably should not be shipped to fucking GameStops. I'm gonna be honest with you. I forgot. There's comments
one of
here.
the more popular ones, wasn't there?
Maybe.
We got really off topic. You think? Oh, there it is. What's the deal with BioShock's final boss? Is that
there's
the one?
Comments? I didn't realize there's actual comments I could see. Like it's blocked by my webcam. I have to like do like a little like fucking like wanted.
Yeah, what I've been doing is you can actually post them onto the screen. So like when the Gaming Badger posts, I can highlight that comment on our screen.
Hey, you're a little presumptuous to that I can read. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's honestly, I'm gonna pull you aside. Get close. Hey, listen, Chris. There's a couple things I told you before that I just wanted you to kind of keep a secret, and one of them is the fact that I'm fucking illiterate. So why do you keep bringing up reading? You keep talking about these comments. It's honestly really unprofessional. It seems like you came out here to embarrass me. Don't laugh. Seems like you came out here to embarrass me. And I'm honestly, I'm gonna talk to my agent. I'm gonna make sure no one else comes on this program. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's over. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get you. No, I'm just kidding. Like, can you imagine? There's people like that in Hollywood.
There's people like that on YouTube. Did you smack your webcam over?
No, I went. All right, I'll show you guys. I went to put this right here, but I hit like I hit the corner right here, and I slipped, which then knocked everything down. Hey, listen, guys, I'm not the most stable emotionally.
So I gotta ask the next question because I think we're gonna lose our entire focus entirely in a minute here. How'd you get into deciding to do music on the channel?
I've always done music. I mean, one of my main jobs for the longest of times was music manager. I help make music videos. It's just I've been in the background a lot. I'm basically there's things called ghostwriters, right?
Yep.
So
I'm
just
aware
for
of
those who
those.
don't know, ghostwriters basically they write other people's tracks. They come up with the concept tracks and they basically just pass it off to them. So and that person takes full credit. Their writing team takes full credit. All of that, you basically get a lump sum in your name off the project. So I originally got into mixing and mastering, and I realized there's a lot more to make money on if you just ghost everything. So it's like I'm making music videos for people out in fucking the Watts, California and shit. They're brandishing guns and stuff. I'm not putting my name on it. They could put directed by so and so, directed by XYZ. And I don't have my chances of working with Disney harmed in the future. Now, this was back in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2014 era. Now I'm pretty sure any chance I have with working with Disney is probably shot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, at the point that I'm ranting about, I think I get arrested about joking about like having sex with a lolly at some point. So that's probably all gone here. But anyways, I used to.
Is that in one of your music videos, or is that something else?
No, that was in the first Fire Emblem video.
Oh, okay,
that first
okay.
Fire Emblem video was about the Dragon Girl kind of thing.
Okay.
So that was the first. Why am I still wearing a Del Taco hat? Speaking of Del Taco, we still have more T-shirts. Bring out the other ones. Come on. Hey, who wants a T-shirt in chat? We're bringing out T-shirts for all you guys. T-shirts. What? T-shirts? More like we shirts, because we're all gonna share in the glory that is Fresh as Sodel. As the Fresh as Del? Fresh as Del. Oh, I thought it was going like a carne asada thing. No, I mean I've always knew it was Fresh as Del. This seems more like a Dell computer kind of thing, like Fresh as Dell. We're getting hip. Hey, you guys thought apples were dope? Well, let's show you. Hey, go grab the Apple monitor. Go grab. Oh, actually, no, that would be bad. Never mind. I was gonna. We have a bunch of extra like 30-inch like. What are they? 30-inch? 30? How big is this monitor? It's a giant. We showed you the monitor earlier. We have a bunch of them sitting in the other room because they were gonna get e-wasted, and now we don't know what to do with them. So part of me wants to break them, and I was going to throw it in this room, but I feel like the monitor is going to take less damage than the floor.
Yeah, probably.
But it's tempting.
So I got a question.
What's over under? What's over under on that? Should we? I don't want to bother Ken. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to bother him. Anyways, T-shirts. Del Taco. We're repping the brand here. It's an official CHRILLCAST sponsor.
No.
He loves it. Hey, honestly, he asked me to say this. He sent it to me in Twitter DMs and deleted it. It's crazy. He said, "Hey, anybody who eats Del Tacos, cool in my book. But if you eat Taco Bell, you did Sandy Hook."
Oh God, no, we did not say that. Nope.
He said that verbatim.
I will
okay.
Absolutely say no. We did not say that.
I'll
let this joke carry on
believe?
Far enough.
Some madman who got on here and started ranting and started with an improv stand-up set, or a guy who hosts this every week that you know and love.
Clearly, the improv guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Who had raced that guy to tell him that he likes BioShock's ending.
Yeah, he actually doesn't like BioShock ending. So I included it at the very end of the video on purpose because he's like, but please, he sounds exactly like this. I don't know if you ever talked to Ray Civic. I do actually.
Yes,
I'm joking. But for those who've never talked to Ray Civic before, he sounds exactly like this. He's like, oh, let me grab some glasses. It's great. Okay, this is a total side note. This is a tangent. All right, Kevin, hold this for a second. You're gonna be my microphone stand. Hold that for 1 second. So I know this might I think you guys need to brace yourself here.
Oh geez.
I wear glasses. I know if you feel betrayed, you're like, Hayden, your Hawkeyes aren't really Hawkeyes. I thought you were an elf. I thought you could see pretty fucking orcs run around with hobbits from miles away. I thought that what happened here? No, I actually have to wear glasses. I should get contacts, but I just say fuck it. I see well enough without them, and then you get in a couple fender benders, and then they get sued. Whatever. But anyway, so I wear glasses. So these glasses suck. For you guys who don't know, there's one. My facial structure, how this looks. All glasses, sunglasses, Kevin can verify. What the fuck are you holding this like this for? There's a button. Look at this. You hold that towards me. You fucking.
Oh my gosh.
So all my glasses make me look one or two ways. I either look incredibly gay or I look like a narc. And I don't know. I'm in LA, so you probably the first one's probably okay, but you probably don't want to come off as a narc, to be honest with you. And honestly, maybe I want to come off as gay. I'm just saying. There's some. If you got the money, Chris, how much you make? How much you make?
Not discussed on this show.
You make a lot of money. I can tell. You look at that beanie. Is that beanie Louis Vuitton? Look at that little brown thing there.
Well,
actually, that beanie kind of looks like my beanie. Where did I throw my beanie?
My wife would be very happy. She knitted this herself.
Oh, nice. Oh, there we go. See, now we're both basically the same. Your wife didn't knit this beanie, but well, just for the sake of the podcast, yes, his wife knitted this beanie. It's crazy. So the only reason I say that is that if you have enough money, I'm willing to throw my morals aside. I'm gonna be honest. It's throwing it out there. I was in the middle of a story though. So Kevin, come back and hold this. You're not done. Sorry, I just like yelling at Kevin. I yell at everyone. So I asked my ladies over. It's all young ladies who work at this vision center, and I asked them, you know what? I don't know what looks good for my face. You see my face. I don't know what's gonna look good. Could you guys please just choose one that looks professional, looks good? And I'm like. They're like, oh, yeah, we got the perfect lens for you. We got the perfect lens. We're just going to ship that out for you. So they ship me out the lens. I get it. I open the box, and the first thing I look at, I'm like, oh, fuck. So, again, let's look at the original glasses. Okay, let's look at it without glasses. Like, I look like someone you would let I could walk home your son from high school or probably not after the conversations we had, Chris. Let's be honest. But if you didn't know me, I look like presentable. I look like, oh, this guy can come. That sounds bad. That sounds even worse. But I could walk. You could introduce me to your parents. I look like one of those people. But as soon as I put these glasses on, honestly, this might be better with my bald spot. As soon as I put these glasses on, let me see. Without it, normal. I'm John Wayne fucking Gacy. They gave me John Wayne Gacy. So look at this shit. They're John Wayne Gacy fucking glasses. I put this on. I'm going to be honest with you. As soon as I put this on, women avoid me because they think I'm a pedophile or something. And honestly, that might be true after the Fire Emblem thing. It depends on how you want to look at it. But why would you think this is a good fucking idea? So I can't even wear these are new glasses. I paid like $200, $300 for these bitches. I can't even wear them out. Anyways, what were you talking about? You were saying something?
We were talking about music because I just wanted to let you know, like, I think I've messaged you before, but I do stuff with music too. I was a semi-professional like 10 years ago.
Oh, no way. Hell yeah, man. You got to link me some of your stuff, man. I would love to listen to it.
It's been a while. I had to take them down before I started a professional career in a different industry.
Why? Multifaceted people are in. Did you look at Donald Glover? He got Atlanta FX. He's got Childish Gambino. He's also kind of hot. So, I mean, like...
It doesn't really work when you're trying to be a commercial power kind of guy.
That kind of makes sense. I can understand that. No, actually, I think it worked. What type of music did you write? I mean...
I used to do everything. Like, I used to write for other people. I used to do my own stuff.
Let me hear some bars. Drop it. Go ahead.
I'm not in the right state of... No, it ain't happening.
I'll drop some bars. You come in afterwards. All right. I'll toss it to you. It's back and forth. You ready? I'll do it first. I'll do 4 bars.
I'll send you a link in the back.
No. Okay. We got this right here. I'll start it off. Hey, Kevin, drop the beat. Come here. We're gonna lay some bars that he's got this. Chris is gonna kill us. So we'll start you off easy.
That's not gonna happen live on stream right now.
My name is Hayden, and I like to say I love Jesus Christ in a very gay way. I want to lay him down late at night. Sucking his dick is hella tight. Now, Chris.
I don't have anything for that. Follow up those bars. I don't have anything to follow that up.
I gave you gold. Like, yo, Kanye was on my phone yesterday saying, yo, I need those bars. And I told him, I'm not giving you those fucking bars. I'm bringing them to CHRILLCAST. This is something that people need. This is a CHRILLCAST exclusive. And you're going to do me like this?
The last time I got a phone call from Kanye was over a decade ago, but that's okay.
Hey, he's still doing his thing. He's still Kanye.
Yeah, no, I'm aware that Kanye is still Kanye.
Oh, sorry, you were talking. Yeah, no, I was managing for the longest time. Good friend of mine, my brother. He's fucking super talented. Max P. He's from Grape Street, Crips, whatever. That's all. Marketing wise, probably a little bit harder to do. I sent you a link of one of his music videos, but yeah, no, I used to manage this guy. We did a lot of work together. We did a couple sold out concerts, all that shit. But I'm not.
Wait, do you want me to pull up this video or not?
Yeah, you can. I don't give a fuck. It's your channel. Yeah, no, I don't want you to show this particular thing. Honestly, if you
sometimes private chat is used to just literally send private chats. Sometimes people don't want you to share that. You know what I mean?
Hey, you can share this. Go ahead. There you go.
Oh,
share that.
You're welcome. Can't actually share that.
For shame. But yeah, so this was the Florida wave. This was right before XXX Tentacion and everything popped up. So I was managing Max P, Big Baby Scumbag, and this was the wave that inspired XXX, Ski Mask, and all of those guys basically to get up on their level. Which shout out to all of them. They're cool. So rest in peace, the late XXX. I mean, I didn't know him personally, but shout out to him. But yeah, no, Max, everything's doing good. So I basically, music wise, I've been in it for a long time, and the reason I got out of it was because you could kind of tell I'm not a really behind the scenes kind of guy. I'm kind of a very abrupt and abrasive, and you kind of have to have your own kind of thing going on for that, because it's also like when you're dealing with certain individuals and you're very abrasive and aggressive, you're going to get in a lot of fights. And, I've been shot at plenty of times. Most of the times, probably my fault, but it comes on par with the course. So I got out of it. It was like, all right, I got to make safer money. I'm gonna move. And then once I started making more money, I was like, hey, fuck it. I'll start doing my own things and start seeing if I can sell at the labels. Like I got the RAMZCA Mama Said and RAMZCA Big Money right now. Those are the two package things. And I was like, people are doing that pop punk shit. And I'm like, you're doing pop punk, but you're not doing the pop punk music videos where it's like self-deprecating. Like you're kind of the joke, but it's still kind of cool kind of status, like Southern Californian pop punk. So I did that just to showcase that, hey, you can do that. I think my next music videos are going to be more stereotypical rap videos, just to be like, why the fuck not? Because I think a lot of people forget. They get really in their minds about things. And it's not their fault. It's just a human being thing to constantly worry about like what other people are thinking, what other people are doing, what other people are saying. But people get too bogged down in it. They get too bogged down in what they should or should not do. They get too bogged down in like what other people think of them. And the main issue with that is that you end up losing time that you'll never get back to do stuff that you actually enjoy. And one of the hardest things I think for people to do is get over that initial fear. It's like, even with YouTube, I know so many people in real life who want to do YouTube videos or want to do a podcast or maybe want to start rapping or want to start singing, but they don't do it.
Because, they don't start. If you don't start, you can't do it.
Because they get bogged down. And one of the biggest excuses I always see is people get bogged down in the small details where they're like, oh, I need this equipment, or I need this, or if once I get that, I'll go. But those are all just excuses. You just start and then you figure out as you go. And one of the major things I always tell people is that if you get in a car accident and you have 60 seconds to live, what are you going to regret not doing?
Yeah.
And once you answer that, ask yourself why you aren't doing this, because any day you could die. I mean, shit, I live in Studio City right now, and Kevin had to come pick me up. When was that? Do I still have the phone call? This was a couple weeks ago. Sorry. Can you see when I called you? No, this was like a month ago, wasn't it? So anyways, I'm in Studio City, safe neighborhood. The people outside my fucking place have Ferraris. They park on the street. I'm the poorest person on my block. It's all old white people and shit. So they got Teslas and all that. I'm over here in I got stuck with a Kia Forte because I got it from Carvana. It's a whole long story. Anyways, I'm not going to go on another tangent. I'm out walking. We get back from the Big Money video shoot. So I'm dumping all the cards from Big Money. I'm dropping it all on the thing. And I'm like, okay, I got like an hour and a half while all this red camera footage, which is like fucking 800 gigabytes transfers. So
Jesus.
I'll go for a walk around this neighborhood. Sure, it's 12:30 at night, but it's a safe neighborhood. So I'm going for a walk. I'm taking a little stroll. I go around the block and I hit this place. And I'm not going to give away the location, but I hit this place and there's like a construction for one block, it's construction. And then after that, I call them, you know, all those like restaurants and stuff that are outside of restaurants right now, like they basically take the side parking. It's basically all of that. It's a Sunday, so it's all closed, but I've walked this a million times. So me being responsible, what I do is I'm walking through a very dark area. So I turn on my little light here so I can see where I'm walking, and people know, hey, some guy's walking here, so they don't get scared. So as I'm walking, all of a sudden this pickup truck's like moving slow. It's like, and it stops and the door swings open, and I hear someone say the N-word with a hard R.
Oh, jeez.
What you doing with that flashlight? And I'm like, obviously you can't be talking to me. I mean, but maybe if it was with an A, sure, maybe it would have been me, but a hard R idea. I'm probably the whitest person. I'm whiter than you. It's like I'm probably the whitest person here. So I continue walking, and all of a sudden I hear, hey, N-word, what you doing with that? And then I hear 2 pops and a click. Oh, I hear B-Buzz go by. I don't know where the other fucking thing went, but I've known this enough times. I just got shot at. So I'm like, all right, I'm going full Waterboy Adam Sandler. I'm running down this fucking thing.
I'm out of here.
We on feet. We running. So I run all the way down, and he must have his gun must have jammed because he starts running at me on feet. And I remember thinking this as I'm running down to where all the restaurants are, because there was like a gate there that I can jump on a roof and jump over down another thing. Again, I'm in Studio City. I'm running, and this motherfucker is chasing me on feet. And I remember thinking, this guy's in a pickup truck. Just drive the pickup truck. You would win. In a race, you win. So I run and I escape, and then I ended up calling Kevin, and Kevin came pick me up because adrenaline doesn't last that long, guys. That's a diss for someone else we know. This is a long story. Anyways, so I end up running there, and that was like maybe a month or 2 ago. And so it's one of those things. It's hard. It's weird to say that I'm thankful because of this, but I'm thankful that I've been in so many life and death situations, and I've never been hurt. That's the craziest thing. Like to be in so many different situations where people may or may not have walked away from it, and I've still have come out unscathed, makes me acutely aware that your life is basically, regardless of whatever deity, whatever you believe in or anything like that, you have to kind of brace yourself at the fact that all of this means nothing once you die. And once you kind of,
right.
Yeah. And so even if there's an afterlife, this life doesn't matter. You're gone. Even if there's reincarnation, this life doesn't matter because you're going to be gone and you're going to be reincarnated as a pony or a 12-foot titan attacking some fucking wall somewhere, you weeaboo fucks. I don't know. Or a 900-year-old dragon girl. I'm just saying, maybe for me, I think I have enough good karma to pull that one up, but we'll debate that later. Anyways, when you kind of accept the fact that I'm using extreme examples here with like fucking getting shot at, but every time you get in a car, there's a chance that you're not going to make it back home. Every time you walk outside, there's a chance you're not going to make it. And it sounds like it's fear mongering, and it sounds like a lot of people might take it the wrong way, but I use that in a sense of like, does someone calling you a fucking nerd online really matter? If someone, like, I get comments on my videos all the time. Oh my God, I don't want to insult this guy, but I always get these comments. Oh my God, you're a Nakey Jakey clone. Oh my God, you copy Nakey Jakey. I don't know who the fuck Nakey Jakey is. But hey, if you say that, I'll embrace it. I'm Nakey Jakey, whatever, fucking on drugs. That was the moniker, and I threw that in videos. But it doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, what are you doing it for? And that's always what I like to ask people is like, what exactly are you making something for? Are you making it for the people? Are you making it because you want to do it? Are you making it to get successful and make money? Are you making it to get somewhere further in your career path? And I think most people don't know what they're doing. And I feel like you kind of have to come to peace with yourself and understand what exactly is your motivation and move accordingly. And I tell people all the time is like, the creative industry is not the industry you want to get in to make money. You see these crazy success stories, and I'll relate it to gaming. You see people like Ninja or I'm trying to think of more Twitch. I don't watch Twitch. Ninja or Ninja. You see the 3 variations of Ninja. You know, I go by the hair dye color. You know, like there's like it's sort of like Super Smash Brothers, where you can have multiple Princess Peaches or something, and you can change their color. Like, oh, one's Daisy, one's Princess Peach, one's an anime version of Princess Peach because it's white hair and red eyes, and you go like that. Those people are such a small minority of like success chance that if you're getting into a creative industry for other means, you're going to get burnt out pretty quickly. And you got to consider what exactly you want. Hold on, let me see that. I'll watch that after we're done. So I don't.
Yeah, it's an old one. I've got a lot of old music that still exists. I stopped doing music in 2014.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, I always say is like you gotta do what you do, and
except for the couple parodies I've done in video game world, which I've done on my actual CHRILLCAST channel.
Okay, I gotta watch that. I gotta go back and watch those.
I think it's still the featured. I think it's still the featured song for new people to the channel, which confuses people who are like, "Is this a music channel?" Nope.
Hey, that's the best way to do it. Don't let people get put into a little box, and that's the one thing I was talking a lot to people about this. One of the big things that I focus on is I try to just keep doing weird shit every video, keep trying to change up the formula, and never stay with the same game. For me,
we change it up with whatever segments we're doing in the podcast, like pretty much every 6 to 12 months.
Oh, that's good to hear, because you don't want to be put into a box. Like I know so many people like on the side, I don't collaborate with them because they have a very brand friendly channel. And I'm going to admit, I'm not very brand friendly. I could be. I know how to do PR stuff, but you know, the YouTube's YouTube. I do PR every day I walk outside. So there's a lot of Tarkov streamers and Rust streamers that I know. And the best way I could put it is actually, I'll put it in something some people here might relate to. There's a YouTuber named General Sam. Go check him out. Great YouTuber. He is more offensive than I am. He has no filter. I still try to dial it back. I'm not trying to get people in trouble, but he has no filter. So these like Russ and Tarkov streamers won't stream with him because he might say something like, hey, you know, maybe Harvey Weinstein wasn't that bad kind of status. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, he says some offensive stuff, and I love it. Dude's hilarious. The LA Noir VR videos, creme de la creme, right? But yeah, there's a lot of things you can or can't. I forgot what we were talking about there. We were saying something. What was it?
We were talking about music and not pinning yourself in a category, and you were doing getting shot at, which is just funny that you mentioned that because I just got shot at like a couple months ago.
You good? Yeah. What happened? You want to say, or do you want to
just a Walgreens in the Midwest? Apparently, just don't go shopping in the middle of the night for medicine for your children.
Honestly, I've learned I just don't. There's no point of leaving the house in the middle of the night anymore. It's fine. I'm good. I'll stay home. I don't need to go anywhere. We went to Denny's up in Burbank. Remember when we went to Denny's and we walk out there, a bunch of fucking MS-13 gang members are there pressing us, and we're like, bro, we're just trying to get some moon over Miami, dude. Like, you want some? I'll get you some moons over Miami. I'm just trying to have a good time here. But yeah, no, it's getting crazy out there. But
it really is. Like, it was the 4th of July too, so like it's hard to distinguish which ones were shots and which ones were fireworks.
Yeah. So you're like, I don't. You know, there might be a slight. Some of these might be fireworks, and the other ones might be AR-15.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I knew which ones were bullets. I couldn't tell you which ones were fireworks.
Hey, that's so you know what I'm talking about. You can tell it's a definitive sound.
Here we go. Is getting shot at that common in the U.S.
She's from New Zealand.
Okay.
So don't acknowledge her. She's a hobbit fuck. And I'm not gonna let someone who has fucking Mordor. And this is the problem I have with New Zealanders. There's a bunch of different references I could give that are all just as bad. So I'm not going to do it. But they're sheltering Mordor in fucking New Zealand. And we just let them do that. Like, bro, Sauron's going to come back. I say we bomb all of it. No, I don't say that. CHRILLCAST says we should bomb New Zealand.
No, we don't.
Yeah. I see.
You see what you're not even us anyway. He said Creel.
Yeah, Creel. Oh, sorry. CHRILLCAST.
Creel oil.
Creel. Shout out to CREELTube though. Creel is great. Anyways, I think we got off topic since I think you guys are actually a gaming podcast, which makes me want to talk about. So Dune, right? No, I'm just kidding.
No. We're actually a gaming and entertainment podcast, like whatever.
Well, you had the worst guest on. I'm not fucking entertaining at all. This has been pretty abysmal for the fan viewership. I'm gonna be honest. Did you drop in subs? I think you just lost like a couple thousand since I came on.
Oh, probably because we only have 1,500. So not even that, really. I don't even know how much we have.
Shout out to you guys. I mean, congrats on 1,500, man. You guys are working up there. It's a long. It's been a slow
process. You know? The first 1,000, nobody knows this when they start, but the first 1,000 is probably the hardest 1,000.
Oh, easily. I think I think honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I've said this plenty of times. I've even had this in my Gwent video. The only reason I'm at the level I'm at, and probably have the connections that I'm at, besides my longevity in there, but like most of these people, is because Racevic has been just a great, outstanding friend. Like I make fun of him, I get bully him. He may be a subhuman. He may also only be 4'9". I don't know how you feel about little people, but I just got to put that out there. He's very short, very tiny. Honestly, have you seen Time Bandits?
No.
It's a Terry Gilliam film. So he's basically one of the dwarves from Time Bandits that go around and merrily hop through time. I actually never seen Time Bandits myself. That was more of a Kevin movie, but someone will get the reference out there. Anyway, he's short. Yeah, no, fuck Racevic. That's the moral of the story. Anything I could say to just bring it back. No, he's a great friend and supported me. And really beginning off, this is one of those things that I say in the Gwent video. He didn't even have to do this, but you have to understand, as much shit as I give Racevic, that guy will stand by people he believes in and his friends. And because this is I don't want to bring up old drama, but a lot of people used to make fun of me for like being like Nakey Jakey. Didn't know who Nakey Jakey was, as I said, before I made these videos and people started commenting. I don't really watch YouTube that much. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds weird. I don't really watch YouTube unless I know you. And so all these people kept on hating on me and just coming out of the woodwork. Like, oh, you're like this guy. You're like that guy. You're like this. You're like that. Oh, this is this guy on drugs. And so obviously I'm gonna play into it because I love trolling people. Have you seen my real life public skits? I mean, I rolled around as Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Sorry, I rolled around as Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider reboot, saying "See Poppy" outside. Like, that's not a joke. You can look that up. I have look up female death sounds on my channel and go to the end, and it's just me rolling around going "See Poppy" as I'm like pretending to be injured on the ground. So obviously, I antagonize more of the Nakey Jakey fans by putting stuff like I stole his titles, but just changed like one word from it, and then I started I made a second channel because I'm like, how much can I troll these people into hating me? So part of that was kind of my fault.
I gotta ask this: why do you always film a lot of these reviews, or rather, I supposed to say your videos from that position?
What position? Me sitting?
Where you're sitting on a suitcase in the middle of the floor.
This is literally me. I can't stay still. So
right.
It's just by default, unless I physically sit here and think and use a part of my brain power to stand, I will sway back and forth. And we have a video. It was out of the box. I think I still have it up. Have out of the box. And I tried to stand still because this was filmed in a parking garage. So I'm standing up. I'll link it to you right here. It's basically me. Once I get like halfway through, I start like rocking back and forth. It's incredibly hard for me not to rock back and forth. Hold on. Let me get this video for you. Out of the box. Yeah, here we go. Out of the box. Is this private? Yeah. Here, let me get into this video here.
So sitting on the suitcase prevents you from rolling all around.
Have you seen my feet when I'm sitting on the suitcase, dog? Like, I'm still fucking moving around. Like, it's hard for me to stay still. Like, I don't even have ADHD. I am just a fidgety motherfucker. That's what it is.
I had to take some training on stage presence. I was not good at moving on stage once I was performing.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me link this to you real quick. So here's that.
Actually, at one point in time, there was discussion of a hype man for my shows.
But, so yeah, no, it's just hard for me to not do there. But if I'm sitting down, I can at least have a stable position that I can edit on, because editing fucking sucks. And I don't want to be having to keyframe myself every 2 frames to stay in a single location. That's basically it. Jump to like halfway through this and you can start seeing me sway.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Midwest internet connection. My apologies.
It's all good. And as you see, I'm just swaying back and forth, and it's absolutely miserable for me to edit. And so it's constant moving. And that was the original. That was one of the original ones, because I'm like, all right, if I'm going to do these green screen things, how can I fuck with people? We went into a parking garage and did it. And it's just me constantly swaying. So we're like, we can't do this anymore. And the original version of a video game music video, it wasn't on a briefcase. That briefcase is actually filled with Magic the Gathering cards. It's actually right here. I can pick this up. This briefcase is actually filled. Deal or no deal? How much do you think is in here?
Several thousand.
Okay, can this open? Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's because it's not all in zeros. Hold on. I'll show you guys here in a second. 0, 0, 0, 0, pop. So this is filled with Magic the Gathering cards. So that's basically all it was. And originally it was a light box. So basically what grips and everything stand on in order to fix the lights. And that was done at, definitely legally done at a studio I was working at in H&H, and not without their permissions or insurance or anything. That would be fucking ridiculous. Why would you insinuate? Why would you even bring that up? What the fuck? Bro, you see this guy? He thinks we're doing stuff like without film permits. Like, bro, I'm completely legal, like the 900-year-old dragon girl. We both went this. But yeah, no, that's the original thing. So I just sway back and forth. That's the real reason I sat down. And obviously I antagonized the people a little bit. That's what I do. I'm kind of a dick. But when I started doing my thing, it's like, I don't know. I don't watch this guy's stuff. I watched like 30 seconds of one of his videos. I watch his music videos though.
Jakey Jakey.
Yeah, I've seen his music videos. They're hey, he has his lane. It's great. I honestly want to see what he's going to do next. I feel like that's probably the best way to put it, is like, I want to see what a full project looks like from him. And I want to see if he can escape the YouTube bubble. Because I feel like there's a lot of talent there from the music I've heard, but I feel like there's still a couple things that drag him back down into like, oh, you're a YouTuber. You do this as a side project. And I want to see him break through that. And I honestly wish him the best. I mean, hey, maybe I'll run into him one day. But with that,
well, see, that's what I was going to tell you, is with your 2 music videos, I don't feel like that's a YouTuber doing that. I feel like that's somebody more professional.
I really appreciate it, my man. One of the things I like to approach any project with is I want to make it feel genuinely me. And even with all of these videos, I think people over time have kind of figured this out. And that's one of the big things, is like, I used to get a lot of hate for the comparisons, but over time people realize this is just genuinely me. This is genuinely what I'm doing. And the people, let me put it this way. I think the best way I can put this for anybody is that you can't make someone like or dislike you. They are already going to feel away.
It's impossible to make somebody feel some way about you.
And so when it comes down to making videos, when it comes down to any of this, you can't chase, like there's an interview with a guy named Machine Gun Kelly. And in that interview, he's like, he has fans, he has a core fan base, but this was an old Charlemagne interview from like mid 2010s. And he's like, no, I can convince you, Charlemagne. Let me rap some bars. Let me hit you with this. You're gonna understand that, like, I'm a real rapper. You're gonna like it. Like, if I could just rap a few bars for you. But it's like, Charlemagne doesn't like your music. It's just, he doesn't like it. Maybe in a few years he might, but at the end of the day, why are you chasing someone who's not gonna like you? So my mindset is, instead of focusing on the negative, focus on the people who really fuck with you. And there was a couple of people who were watching me and stuff, and that's where the Nakey Jakey on drugs kind of moniker came with, who were continuously commenting on my videos, and they were going back watching the old ones. So I'm like, well, if you guys think I'm Nakey Jakey on drugs, I don't know who Nakey Jakey is, but I'm gonna put that in the fucking video. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm Nakey Jakey on drugs. Sure, fuck it. Hey, if people think he's the one who originated the green screen shit, then all right, he originated the green screen shit. I don't care. I shouldn't say his name, but I told another guy who was doing green screen videos who I always have a bit of an issue with how certain people portray themselves in videos versus how they portray themselves in social media. And I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole other thing, whatever.
Social media is kind of a weird navigation, because like for a while there, I was using it a lot, and now I'm not using it almost at all. Yeah. It's weird. People say things that, I'm just going to go on the record here. I'm not going to say names, but I feel like people already figured it out. Once you get to a certain level, if you're insecure and emotional, get a PR team. You can hire them. They're contractable. Just get one and don't manage your fucking social media, because there's so much wrong you can do. You can do so much damage on social media to your own brand.
Bro, it's like if
we just stay on brand all the time. We don't even diverge.
He probably shouldn't have me if you were staying on a brand. How many times?
No. When I say that is like when you go to like Twitter, it's all just stuff like memes and stuff about our show, and that's like pretty much all it is.
That's exactly what you should do. And people get out there, and I'm just going to use the most rudimentary example, just because we're repping Del Taco today. They'll tweet out something like Taco Bell sucks.
You're like,
why the fuck did you tweet out Taco Bell sucks? What? Oh, dude, I was managing some rappers. I ain't going to say their name. But some rappers who would just get out there and be like, fuck Connecticut. Like, why the fuck are you saying fuck Connecticut? That's a whole group of what would possess you to come out and say that? Or they'll be like, people who wear brown shoes can suck my dick. It's like, duh, why?
I think it was Michael Jordan that I had like the best business advice ever, where like they asked him why he wouldn't affiliate with a specific political party. He just said, well, you know what, the other political party wears sneakers too. So like, it's like, yeah. You want to be a brand now with everybody, then good for you.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and I'm the type of person, going back to what I was saying, specifically with these videos, if people think Nakey Jakey originated, whatever, fuck it, he originated it, okay? And I'm the type of person, and I'm not going to say their name if they ever want to say it, but someone said they liked the joke from my video, and I told them just fucking take it. If you can do it better and get famous, the fuck am I gonna hate on you for? Yo, bro, go get the money. Like, you go do your thing. If you think you can do what I'm doing better, then do it better. Like, all I'm doing is genuinely just putting myself out there, ranting and having fun with it. And if you see something in my video like, oh shit, this right here, like, you can draw like fucking, I don't have the markers in here, but you can draw like some like, oh yeah, if I do this Venn diagram and take all these jokes from RAMZCA, but deliver it like I'm Louis C.K. Ah, fuck, that's probably not a really good one.
Yeah, that's probably not the best option.
I deliver it like okay, I got it. So you take all those jokes RAMZCA did, and I deliver it like I'm Charlie Sheen. Bro, did you really just list all names? I'm blaming him.
I said they're important people.
That's true. Let me go down the list.
Is that Kevin in your video? Is he starring in there?
Yeah, we needed someone else. Originally it was going to be the Max from the first video, but unfortunately he got super sick the day we were filming, and it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm just gonna fuck it. Let's just do it anyway. I don't want to take the time to sit here for like 3 weeks. I'm the type of person that's like, if I'm gonna do something, let's get it done. But anyways, back to what I'm saying. If you can do what I do better, then do it better. I'm gonna keep making stuff. I just throw stuff at the wall, and if you really feel like you're better than me, go be better than me. There's a couple friends, mutual friends me and Kevin have. Well, your friend, more of my, I have antagonized him. I'm kind of a dick. Let's be honest. If you tell me, like right now, Chris, if you told me, like, hey, I really want to be a professional podcaster or a professional radio broadcaster, and I ask you, who do you want to be like? And you tell me someone like Howard Stern.
Nope.
I'm going to criticize you as if you're trying to be Howard Stern. Like, you want to be on his level. Let's be real here. Let's like, yo, this didn't work. This didn't work. It's like, I'm going to give you genuine criticism. Like, you want to improve stuff. And we have mutual friends who like hate me because they asked me what their senior project was. And I told them it was bad. You could have just asked, hey, do you think this is good? I would have been like, good for you. Like, nice, good. I'm glad you did something. Let's improve next time. I'm a big like, hey, there's a lot of stuff in these videos, like even Big Money that you're watching right now, where I'm like, I could have done that better.
Dude, that's exactly how I am. Like, self-criticism, I feel like, is one of the best motivators to be better.
Oh, yeah. And so, anyways, what I was saying is like, yeah, if you think you do better, what I can do better, then do it. And this goes back to what we were originally saying, why Racevic is such a great person, which, fuck, I hate saying that. I don't want to.
Is it because of what Gaming Badger said here?
There are people who bitch and moan a Racevic format, but Ray himself, yeah, like the thing is, Ray is of the same mindset, and I'm always. This is the thing. Let me first finish off the first thing. Racevic, he shared my videos. He pushed me for a full year, despite people actively attacking him for supporting someone who was a Nakey Jakey knockoff in their eyes. Oh, I'm blurry now. What the fuck? I have to get close. Like, there we go. No.
You just gotta get up close and personal.
There you go. So yeah, we was dang. But he got attacked for that, and then he continuously still defended. Like, he went on his platform and defended me because we had a conversation about that. I was like, I have no clue who this guy is. I literally my approach to these green screen videos is this breaking down, and I have this in a comment on one of the videos. I can't remember, but it's literally General Sam uses green screen. I took that. I wanted to make something like Racevic. I've always wanted to do X-Play stuff, but the problem is my voice is abrasive. It's very aggressive. You can't do it in an hour-long format despite this, but when I'm delivering stuff, it's going to get grating after like 7 minutes. So that's why most of my videos are short. So General Sam, Racevic, and I remember one of the most influential videos for me was Mega 64's Todd and Aaron Game Awards 2010. So if you go there, I'm
Mega
using the
64
same.
does some good stuff.
Yeah, dude, Todd and Aaron Game Awards 2010. And in that specific one, the thing is, I'm using the same fucking explosion sound effects that they did. I've now have an HD version of it, but I use the same explosion sound effects. My delivery is almost exactly the same as these guys. Like, Mega 64 is also super influential for me. So these are the type of people. Go to the end. They do a Christmas like fucking thing. Yeah. Go. There's a bunch of explosions. Yeah. They're like singing and shit, and then they start breaking down all this stuff, and they use explosion. So it's edgy General Sam commentary. Mega 64 meets Racevic. That was my whole entire thing, and I had this in the comments somewhere. So I think for people who are watching this right now, I don't know who's watching this, but if you ever watch this, I want you to put yourself in the shoes of someone who has almost 1 million subscribers. You have a social media presence. You have a network of individuals who are also big. And all of a sudden, one of your friends who have a lower subscriber count made a video, and people are hating on him because he might be someone within your mutual connection in the industry, right? This guy follows you. You guys are friends, right? You're stuck is like, if you defend him, you could burn bridges. But if you don't defend him, it's whatever. You don't have to do anything. You did your due diligence. You shared the video. You could do whatever. Racevic went above and beyond and actually defended me on his public platform. And I'm not here to say whether or not that hurt things. I'm just going to say it. If I had to put money to it, the money that I gave Kevin, I would say that might have strained a few relationships, that you're defending someone who's basically seems like a copy of someone much rather. Anyways, I'm not going to get further into it. Just saying Racevic was willing to burn bridges over supporting me, which is why until the end of time, I'm always going to support Racevic. I'm always going to retweet his videos. I'm always going to be there for him if he ever needs stuff. I send him random shit all the time. That guy's genuinely just a great guy. That's it. That's end all be all. And this is the only time I'll ever give him credit. Ever.
Now you gotta tell your story about the advertisement, because that cracks me up trying to figure this all out.
Okay, so in a previous CHRILLCAST, which you guys should go watch, starring Racevic has brought up a story where one day Racevic uploaded, he had multiple Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Again, this goes back. That was the rant. I remember. I fucking hate terminology. I hate the terminology for YouTube. I remember, this is what I forgot originally. Okay, fuck what you're talking about. We're not telling the story now. I'm going on this goddamn rant. What the fuck is a video essay? What the fuck is a game review? What the fuck is just playing a video game? What's a podcast? What's just doing a vlog? All this stuff is so dumb. I'm apparently a video essayist, and so is Racevic. How does that work?
Your comment was so out there, I had to pin it. I was like, this is the best comment on the whole video.
But yeah, no, it's so dumb. Like, is Racevic reviewing video games, or is he a video essay? Like, the fucking essayist genre is so dumb to me, because it's like, they're not get their video, like, you're just talking about something. Like, what, can we get more monikers here? Like, when does it I don't even understand. What am I?
Oh man, I was like clean shaved for this video
Jew.
too. Oh
What?
my goodness, I was like clean shaved for this video.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you were. Yeah, look at that. I just want to go on record that I am actually Jewish. That wasn't an edgy joke. I feel like I need to specify that. Like, I'm not practicing. I'm not like, you go to the. I can make that very offensive, but no. Listen, I come from a long line of like the blood. By blood, I'm Jewish, not like practicing religion wise, unless there's money to be had, and then.
All right, can we at least talk about this though? Because I was curious about this whole situation. The advertising thing.
Daniel Fiala made a video recently.
Daniel Fiala?
Yes, great guy. Shout out to him. He made a video basically of his sister's announcement of a pregnancy, and it's actually a very genuinely funny video. Like, he just fucked with his sister the whole entire time. Yeah, that one right there. My sister made me edit her pregnancy announcement video. And he just basically trolled her, and I'm all for this sort of thing. Anybody who's trolling anyway. This guy is a great guy. He's been in a lot of my videos. He's been one of the like most avid supporters. Like if I can go down the list, Gaming Illuminati, shout out because I'm black, Justin, shout out the Black Hokage, Anonymous, Ethos, shout out Miguel, shout out Grim, shout out everybody except fucking Racevic and the Gaming Badger. Anyways, yeah, so for that story, essentially what happened was I wasted a lot of money. That's really it. I mean, this is okay. I complain about this when I go into Clue's fucking stream. I go into a stream and I chat in his chat, and he's like, "Everybody, my good friend RAMZCA's here. The RAMZCA, post your link in the chat. Post your link in the chat. Everybody go look at." No, I'm not gonna post my link in your fucking chat, Clue. You're in a live stream. You're live streaming. Why would I post a link to get people away from your live stream? That makes no sense. And this is what I'm going to criticize you here, right here, Chris, Big C, C-Loke, whatever you are out there, because apparently you must be gangbanging the way you're getting shot at out there. Yo, Chris, you should set it up as, so Hayden, I heard this hilarious story from Racevic in this video that I'm going to link right now. Everybody should go check that out afterwards. Check that out right now and then come back after pausing this and talk, because I want you to tell me the aftermath of the story and give like the part 2. But no, you're like, Hayden, why don't you just summarize all of Racevic's thing and put it in this video? So you know what I'm going to do? I'll start. What's your first question that you told Racevic in that video? Go ahead. Let me see here.
I don't remember what it was.
I'm going back. We're going to answer every single question. I'm going to do it.
You are more than welcome to answer all those questions. I don't mind.
How did you like the Halo 15 years later? How did you feel about that? Yeah, well, sorry, I got to get this deep voice. Well, I like to play video games, and when I played Halo, I was like, wow, this is a really fun video game. Let me use big words that I don't even fucking know.
I dropped that link in the chat because you mentioned the video, so I was like, okay, I'll put it in there if nobody knows how to find it.
See, there you go. That's what you do. So basically, Racevic, I had a lot of money because I was making a lot of money at the time working for, I guess I can say fucking P. Diddy. I don't work for him anymore. But yeah, so I was making a lot of money at the time. And I was like, what am I going to do with all this extra money? I know. Fucking use it to figure out how I control people using YouTube advertisements. And I'm like, I can't just send that out to anything. I don't want to get people hate it. So I'm like, what would be a good idea is, can I advertise Racevic's video? And I'm like, oh, I can. But can I advertise it on Racevic's own video? And that's where it doubled down. And I was thinking, I did a couple test ones for like 10 cents, 30 cents, $1, because it takes like 3 days to get there. And then I officially realized I could showcase a video of my choosing on any video of my choosing. So I did what anybody would do in this circumstance. I got his Call of Duty video to play in front of his new Call of Duty video. So people would go click on the Call of Duty video, and it's Racevic talking about Call of Duty, but it would be like Call of Duty. I forgot which one it was. It's like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 retrospect, or 20 years later, whatever the fucking dumbass name he gives it. The 13 years later. I was going to make another joke. I will stop myself there. But instead they're getting like a Call of Duty. Oh, well, he did Call of Duty 4 more recently, but let's just say Call of Duty 4 review. So they click it and it's like, oh, well, I don't think that's Modern Warfare 3, but it's Racevic, so I guess I'll watch it. And they would get to the end of the video and the next video would start. So I did that for maybe like a day. And this was back when Racevic was blowing up right after like COD Connected. He's really starting to gain steam. So it was really expensive clicks per view or whatever it was. So this is a pre-roll ad actually. So it was really expensive to get it. And so they watched it. And it's insane. The average watch time on that, I don't have access to the email anymore. Do I? I might have to check this. The average watch time on that was like 73%.
Oh my gosh.
So people were watching the video up to 73%, but they're like, wait a second.
This isn't the one
This is an ad on top of an ad. And so, so basically I did that, and I didn't know if it worked or not, because the issue was like I was watching, I was like, bro, I'm being charged in real time for these views, and I can't even fucking see it. So I'm watching it. I'm watching the video. I'm refreshing. It didn't work. I go over to my girlfriend at the times. I grab her laptop, say, hey, stop playing World of Warcraft. I'm going to check this out. So I have her like go to YouTube and check it out. It's not playing the fucking ad. And I'm like, I'm paying. Okay, that's it. And so I call Kevin. I'm like, Kevin, Yeah, hey, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Yes, I don't care what the fuck you're doing. Get back in your house. And so he had to walk. He was like down the street because long story, but he was down the street. So he walked all the way back to his house and he logs into his computer. I'm like, okay, go to RAMZCA's channel and click this specific Call of Duty video. And he clicks it. And I'm like, do you see an ad? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, refresh that. Can you download Mozilla? So I have him download Mozilla Firefox. And he's like, it's already installed. And I'm like, okay, then fucking just use it. Why are you telling me how do you not know what Mozilla is if it's installed? And he's like, oh, well, it came with the fucking CyberPower PC thing. So he installs it. He opens it up, I should say. He plays the thing, still no ad. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I turned off the ad and I'm like, all right, this is dumb. YouTube ads are dumb. I'm done with this shit. So maybe like 2 years later, I'm on Twitter finally. I'm checking tweets and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden I come across a tweet from RAMZCA. I don't know what brought it up, but I was like looking at something. I was like, oh, let me add like a funny tweet from RAMZCA in here. And I searched it on Twitter. And it's some guy adding RAMZCA and basically telling him, hey, there's for some reason YouTube is showing your own video as an ad in front of your own video. And RAMZCA responded to that. It's like, yes, I'm actively talking to the YouTube support team to figure out why this is a glitch. And I'm like, so it's no. All right, then no one wants to fucking tell me it. And so fast forward to earlier this year or earlier last year. Was it 20? Time flies with COVID, but
was it when you commented on the videos when you guys figured it out?
I think it was a little bit before I commented, but I'm driving on the 405 North. I'm going right past the Getty. I'm listening to who was out at the time. It was. I think I was actually just listening to Escape the Fate. Surprisingly, shout out to them, Ronnie Radke area, not the fucking weird ass one. But I was listening to them, and I'm sitting there, and I turn down the volume, and I'm thinking, like, so the ad didn't play on any of our computers. What could the reason be? That's right. We all have fucking ad block. What? Of course an ad won't play when ad block's like installed on all of our browsers. I installed uBlock on my fucking girlfriend at the time's browser. I installed ad block on his Chrome, and apparently Mozilla comes with some sort of ad block if you buy it from CyberPower PC or some shit, because that was on there. So the whole time we couldn't see the ads being played because everybody had ad block installed. I'm a fucking idiot. Like, how do you not remember that? Whatever. I'm not even going down this path. It's not even worth it. It's not worth the time. I'll be honest. With you. So anyways, we got really off topic here. Yes, video games are kind of cool. I think they're agreeable. I think we all can agree video games are video games. Any opposition here, Chris?
Nope, no opposition here. I'm trying to figure out when I'm allowed to butt in here because you just.
Oh, you just got to jump in. I can talk regardless. I can keep going if you want. I don't have to stop. I mean, the reason why this is actually sorry. One more before I pass the ball to you, because I know you're the guest. I shouldn't be over talking you. It's just, I'm just kidding. So the reason why we have why I have scripts, because fuck that dude. Why I have scripts now, but why we have scripts now is specifically one reason. I improv and ramble a lot. I know, surprising. You guys are like, Hayden's been so succinct and on point this whole fucking interview. I would have never guessed that he was the type to kind of ramble. But no, it's I dare say that my young gentlemen and women out there, I may be a little bit the slow. No, that's not the word. No, that's right. I'm trying to censor myself for you. I was gonna make another joke, but no, I go on rants. I improv a lot. And so one of the main things, especially in our older videos, they would go for like 10, 15 minutes because it's just me going on giant rants and never really hitting a point. So we're like, how do we take that and distill it in a format that people will actually watch and enjoy? And we're like, me and Kevin sat there and we're like, I guess we should write a script. It's like, do we have to though? It's like, fine, I guess we'll write a script. So we wrote scripts, and obviously people like the scripted format better than the improv format. So
Now, do you ever do stand-up comedy?
I've done stand-up comedy twice in my life. Killed it both times. So I'm at 100% batting average right now. I don't think that's how it works. I'm batting 100, batting 1,000. Batting 1,000 is batting every single shot, I think. Yep. I don't know. You're from the Midwest, you said?
That's correct.
You look like you like baseball. You tell me if that's correct. I don't know.
I don't like baseball.
I feel that's right. I feel like you got a pickup truck with a Confederate flag. You chewing tobacco, and you drive around listening.
None of the other things you mentioned.
Listening to Vince Scully on the radio talking, and the Dodgers hit another home run. Home runs are baseball, right?
No, sir. My radio pretty much only exclusively plays Reykjavik No, I'm just kidding. It exclusively plays
Reykjavik podcast. Yes. Now live on CHRILLCAST. How do you pronounce that? What the fuck is
it? It is CHRILLCAST.
Just don't.
If you're curious why, it's really simple.
CHRILLCAST.
It's Chris plus Will
Hansen. Chris
together.
Hansen RealCast.
No.
Oh my god, it makes sense.
It's Chris plus Will smashed together podcast. Chris Hansen.
Run. Back it up. Where's the one? We need to get the keys. Run.
And he ended the podcast right
Listen,
there. No,
I was only coming over in order to give her
the 900-year-old dragon.
I was only coming over to give the 9-year-old this shirt. This the Fresh Asada, Fresh Adele shirt. That's all it was. She said she did. Okay.
What are you telling me?
She did say she was only 9 years old. But there was absolutely nothing illicit. Don't mind the fact that I married the dragon lolly from Fire Emblem. Don't mind
tell
that.
Me you're friends with EDP or something? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh yeah, he's the larger fellow.
That was caught in 4K or whatever.
Well, my thing is like, you got money, just what are you doing? Just
exactly.
Listen, I'm not trying to tell people how to do this, but in case I get incredibly filthy rich, I'm just saying, first off, what you want to do is maybe drive down to Long Beach, chat up some of the fellas on the pier, ask them about, hey, I'm looking for some goods, preferably foreign, of a certain age.
Oh my, no.
And I have
don't do any of that.
And I have a briefcase here that may or may not be filled with money. By the way, this is actually something that Chris told me. I didn't know this before. It was crazy. Chris was telling me, he's like, yeah, what you want to take is to take a briefcase full of magic cards down to the pier and just ask for the what was his name? EP special?
Nope.
Okay, fine.
I don't know.
He didn't say that. I'm trying to not burn his bridges in Hollywood. What he originally said is I wanted the Kevin Spacey special.
Nope.
Which I was like, hey man, I don't knock your preference. It's just there's some 20-year-olds who look exactly the same. I can introduce you to some. We're right next to West Hollywood. It's fine, Chris. It's
oh my gosh.
Let me straighten this. Oh, sorry. What was that? Sorry, I thought you. Sorry, my speaker fucked up. Did you say something? I could have swore that you were talking about some like really wrong non-PC things, and I was over here talking about my love for Mariska Hargitay
and Del Taco.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't even have Del Tacos around here, so I don't know why I would advertise that.
That's because you're trying to get Del Taco off there. That's what it is. Like if you rep it and they think like, oh shit, this place in Connecticut really loves Del Taco. Let's move 5 there.
Oh man.
How does it feel to not have good Mexican food out? Sorry, this sounds like I'm saying Del Taco is good Mexican food. It's solid. Fast food, garbage, fast food.
Where I live, we have legitimately certifiably Mexican made food.
No. I've lived on the East Coast. I've lived in West Virginia. I've been to the Midwest. Y'all motherfuckers don't have real Mexican food. You guys get the shit I'm going on this. You have you been out there? So you guys had the fucking shit out there where it's like, hey, you go into this Mexican joint and they're going to serve you on a teal or pink plate. You're going to get some refried beans, some of that yellow rice, and we give you some like fucking hard ass, like halfway cooked fucking carne asada fucking tamales or some shit like that. That's not real Mexican food. Get the fuck out of here. Like, oh, we got these chips imported from Walmart and we're going to put it in some salsa that's not even made in the store. Like Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we have
because
actual good restaurants here.
just because you guys may or may not have a certain staff there doesn't make it Mexican food. If that's the case, every fucking restaurant in California is Mexican food.
No, this was authentic. Like, this is authentic Mexican food. I can tell you that much because I've had people come from Mexico where I work, and they tell me it's authentic.
Right.
And I'm just saying.
All right. I'm gonna come out there one day and we'll do a taste test. It's sort of like people saying like, come out to Texas and try what's the fucking
and we'll have some carbonated drinks and see what happens.
Tex-Mex. Yeah, it's like people saying Tex-Mex is like better than Mexican food out here. It's like, get the fuck out of here with your dumbass Tex-Mex.
we have really authentic Italian food out here too, though.
That's because you guys are white. Anyways, sorry, we've gotten incredibly off topic here. You were talking beforehand about the child human trafficking ring. I believe that's what you were going on and how you were kind of pro that, right? Like it's weird because I could have swore that you asked. Here,
listen, can I put
Charlie
on a
Sheen
PSA
special?
since you're bringing this up?
Yeah,
just south of where I live is one of the most dangerous places for child trafficking. You need to be very careful when you're traveling in that area.
Unless you didn't want your children in the first place. Don't have to pay child support if they're gone. I'm just saying. I'm not advocating this, but I'm just advocating if you're in a loveless marriage and only held together.
You don't have to pay child support if you're still married. There's no child support at all.
Yes, but I'm just saying you don't even have to stay married if you don't have children. It's a win-win. So why don't you drop, like, just so we know where to avoid in the future, could you drop the exact latitude, longitude of the area you were talking about, specifically a street corner where they might, I don't know, be most likely to be kidnapped, so I can make sure on my GPS that never gets punched in.
Toledo is very dangerous. Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, you live out in fucking Toledo, Ohio?
I don't live in Toledo. I live near Toledo.
Wow. It's fucking I love Hawaii, Ohio.
I love Hawaii.
Ohio.
Ohio.
You guys got Cleveland.
Yeah.
Also a fantastic place. I love Cleveland.
You know who lives near Toledo, Ohio?
Who?
Scott the Wise. Don't
know who that is.
No, he's a pretty big YouTuber.
This is actually I'm gonna go on a side tangent. This sounds really bad. I was in a party with a bunch of other YouTubers on Discord, like maybe a year or two ago, and I don't have a lot of free time.
No, I don't either.
And so, as you know, it's like I don't really have that much time to actually be like, because of my industry, I don't have that much time to watch other YouTubers unless I personally know them. Like if Racevic uploads a video, I'm gonna watch it. Mandalore uploads a video, I'm gonna watch it. Creel, anybody I know, watch it, obviously. But for the most part, I can't really keep up with like 9 million YouTubers. And the people I was in a party with are relatively well known. They're networking. They're like big YouTubers. And I sat there and it was the most awkward experience of my life because they kept on telling me things like, I'm just going to use people we know just because I can make up names, but whatever. It's like, yo, it's that joke is just like that one Racevic video. You know, the one that like halfway through he says this. It's like, I don't know who Racevic is. Well, he's like Mandalore Gaming if Mandalore Gaming was dumb. And it's like, I don't know who Mandalore Gaming is. It's like, okay, but did you see that musical number in that ChrillTube video? It's like, I don't know who the fuck ChrillTube. Guys, I'm just trying to play video games right now.
Well, it's really funny.
I'm a fan of creating shit. Yeah, go ahead.
I screwed up on Reddit and I named it ChrillTube.
Good. Besmirch his name. Run him into the ground.
That literally happened.
I want you to destroy his reputation. But it's one of those things. I think me and Kevin have this conversation a lot, especially because there's a lot of mutual friends with working so close to Hollywood and everything like that. One of the nice, yeah,
literally ChrillTube.
Hey, go follow ChrillTube, guys. But it's one of those discussions. Is people are a fan of things. I'm a fan of creating things, if that makes sense. Like I like making stuff. Music, I make. Videos, I'll make. I like just doing things. That's my kind of thing. And I think because I do stuff, people sometimes kind of get it confused with like, I'm a big fan of whatever I'm like the actual overall subject. It's like, no, I want to make shit. Like when I watch movies, I want to make movies. Like, yeah, these movies are entertaining, but I'm not going to spend 24/7 making them, like watching them. I want to make them. I want to go out there and be like, okay, let's make a short film. Let's go make a music video. Let's go do this. I listen to rap music, and the first thing I'm like, I want to make something like that. I don't want to make what he made. I want to see if I can make something like this. And that's always one of my big motivating factors, where it's like, I'm looking at Racevic, or I'm looking at, just because we were talking about Mandalore Gaming, or I'm looking at any of these guys that are mutual friends, and they do like a really funny joke. I don't want what they have. I don't want their fame. I don't want what they've built. I want to see if I can make something like that, and how I can make it my own. Like, that's the thing. This goes on a different tangent.
This interview is all about you. We can't go off topic if you're the one talking. This
isn't necessarily about me, but this is for something. If someone's out there creating stuff and they really want to like understand, what is originality? What is it? Because this is the thing I have problems with. You see this in the music industry, you see this in the Hollywood industry, and I kind of have an issue when YouTubers start getting into this, because, as you know, YouTubers aren't original. None of us are original. We're all derivatives of something or other. There is no such thing as,
in the audience's mind, we are.
But even then, it's like, you didn't wake up and say, I'm going to start doing interviews. I'm going to start doing podcasts. You, whether it's 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or just last year, you might have listened to someone on a radio podcast and been like, that seems like a little fun. Like, I get to talk for a living. That's not an original idea. You listened and you took it. And I think that's where people get it fucked up, because they look at these videos and everything and they're like, oh my God, this guy's so original because he's doing X, he's doing Y, or he's doing Z. But it's like, bro, he's influenced by someone else. I've done public skits in my videos. They're just Mega 64 style videos. That's all they fucking are. I didn't come up with them. Because I'm influenced by something. You look at people like Quentin Tarantino, one of the biggest directors in Hollywood. All of his films take scenes from you know what? I'll do someone else. Christopher Nolan. Everybody fucking loves Inception. It's a great film. Shout out to him. He's a great director. Everybody's like, damn, that film is so original. That's so great. The reason why it's so original and great is because you just like him. You like what he does, and you're willing to overlook the obvious things. It's like half the scenes are stolen from Satoshi Kon's fucking Paprika in Perfect Blue. Like, these are all, everybody takes things from other things. The only difference is what originality is if people like you or not. And even on top of that is if you do it in a way that feels genuinely you. When you watch a Christopher Nolan video, that feels genuinely like Christopher Nolan. Doesn't matter who his influences are. Doesn't matter what directors and movies he takes from. That's Christopher Nolan. You watch a Tarantino movie, at what point can you point in a Tarantino movie and say it doesn't feel Tarantino? Even if the scenes lifted from City on Fire, which is the Reservoir Dog inspiration, it still doesn't feel like it's not Tarantino. And so that's what I always tell people. The reason why most people, like even for me, when they're calling me a derivative of Nakey Jakey, kind of stop doing it is because at some point you can obviously tell I'm just doing what I'm doing. And I'm not going to stop. And if it starts to feel genuinely like me, I'm yelling about shit, I'm going on rants. You see me in this interview, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm the same person on and off camera. So it's the same thing with Tarantino or Christopher Nolan or any of these guys. I'm not putting myself on their level, obviously, because they're below me. I honestly, you know, when they do that director's table thing, I should be the only one on that. I am the key director. See, Chris agreed. That was a CHRILLCAST, guys. Everyone in Hollywood, DGA, all that stuff. I didn't say that. Chris from the CHRILLCAST, he's the one who said that.
I'm endorsing this opinion.
He is endorsing this. No, he's not endorsing my opinion. He came up with that opinion. And I'm going to quote him on that. But it's one of those things.
In a future magazine, like they're like putting on these ratings. So CHRILLCAST says this guy should be the director's table.
Right on the top of Vogue. Like, this guy should run the director's table. Just me on a spread.
It's like,
you're like this on the side, like.
And I'm like,
hey. No, but it's one of those things is like everybody's a derivative of something, and what you got to ask yourself, what is originality to you? Because it's even like if you read a novel, it's like, let's just take Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is just his fucking experiences in World War I translated to a fantasy fucking novel.
Pretty much.
That's not, yeah, I'm sorry, that's super original. Oh, it's also every fucking telltale thing that has ever come out from Europe. Oh, we got hobbits, we got orcs, we got ogres, we got trolls. It's not original. That's what I'm saying. But it feels original because it's genuinely all of these influences were put together. And what I think makes originality for people is You take influence from multiple people. What you are influenced by, Chris, and what you are influenced by everyone who's watching that's different from me is that you guys grew up on different stuff. You have different experiences. You have different nostalgic factors.
Which you don't want to be as a direct copy, though.
Yeah, because if you only take from, this is what I always tell people. You don't take from just one person. You take from multiple people. Tarantino fucked up earlier in his career with Reservoir Dogs because he only took from City on Fire. If he took from multiple movies, like Christopher Nolan with Inception, he would have been golden. People would have been like, oh, this is great, because not everybody's going to know fucking what movies he's taken from. Not everybody saw City on Fire, but City on Fire was pretty poppin' when he came out with Reservoir Dogs, so obviously other directors will take ire with it. But if he took from multiple things, it'll be like, oh, sure, I see some influence here, but there's a lot of stuff I don't know. But I always say is like...
Can I summarize what you're saying in like a very short version? You want to be the band, not the cover band.
I would not even say that. You can be the cover band.
No. Because the cover band is only there to be the cover band of an original band, right?
Yeah.
Versus, a tribute band. You don't want to be like the Leonard Skinner tribute band. You want to be Leonard Skinner or whatever band you choose. I don't know why Leonard Skinner was the first one to come to my mind, but or like you don't want to be the Beatles tribute band. You want to be inspired by the Animals and the Beatles and pick another band, right?
Yeah. So let's just, I don't know, Bee Gees. I don't know why I said that.
Sure.
I don't listen to Bee Gees. Is that Bee Gees? Is Bee Gees a band? Or is
I think
Bee Gees?
so.
The Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees.
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like you don't want to be the tribute band because you'll never be the band.
Yeah.
You want to be influenced by several bands.
Yeah, make it your own. It's like, listen, fucking even my Mama Said music video. It's the Mama Said music video is a derivative of My Chemical Romance, I'm Not Okay, Blink-182's Damn It music video, and what was the other one we were watching? Oh, it's Escape the Fake Situations. Those were like the three main ones we were going into it with, and so it was like, let's take the general vibe of all of these things and kind of make it our own, where it still feels like me. And it's one of those things, is as you were saying, you were watching, if you watch it and you're a big fan of what I'm doing, it still feels like it's genuinely me doing it. It doesn't feel like it's some like third person off the left field kind of thing. It's like,
right,
I'm still putting myself in here and it feels genuinely me. I think that's a thing where a lot of people mess up, is that they do stuff that obviously isn't them. And that's where it gets hairy, where you want to do something that you yourself inside feel like this is what you want to do. This feels you. And it's like when people dress up as goth or something like that, is if there's a difference between someone who looks goth, looks like they dress up every day, like that's really them, versus someone who's doing it because they look like they just are trying to be that person.
A poser.
Yeah. And I don't really think there's anything posers. There's nothing wrong with copying people. I'm just saying, don't get too caught up in what everyone else does.
So you don't want to pose as something you're not.
Yeah, just do you.
That's what I'm saying. If you're a poser, it means you're not really dressing up as yourself.
Yeah.
You're posing as something you want to be for whatever reason that is.
Yeah, just all you got to do is just be yourself, man. And the hardest part, though, this is the thing that a lot of people aren't going to know. Listen, Gaming Badger, we're Inception levels of tangents now. we're gonna start closing it though. The opera music's coming back, so we'll get back to the video game stuff here in a second. But the last thing I want to say is like, yeah, it's one of those things. Is like most people don't know who they are, and I think that's life experience makes that. But I always say is like, it's sad when people don't know who they are, because I can't tell you who you are. I've talked to plenty of people who are lost, and it's one of those things is like, you need to go out and really make yourself uncomfortable and figure out who you are as an individual, because no one's going to be able to answer that for you. No one's going to be able to tell you who you are. You need to experience things and understand, I like this, I don't like that. I like doing this, I don't like that. I like roller coasters, I don't like these type of roller coasters. Like, you need to go out there and kind of figure out yourself and find the confidence. And the problem is, and I'll wrap this up real quick. The problem is that involves failure. Mm-hmm. And most people are so deathly afraid of failure. And I believe this is actually because of how we were raised, because you can go back to like the fucking like evolutionary habits is like, hey, if you fail, you die. Like, hey, if you eat a mushroom and it's poisonous, hey, sorry, buddy, you're dead, but the rest of humanity just continue on. You can go that deep, but I'm talking about in modern era. I think one of the biggest fuck up things that we do is like, think about when you have a kid and they break a vase or they break a vase or something like that, or they do something that damages something and you put them in timeout. You yell at them. You treat them negatively. And so the issue is now you're teaching them that if they're wrong or they do something wrong, there's a negative outlash against it rather than it's a learning experience. And it sucks because it's like, it's also part of it is you kind of have to be negative in order for people to learn things, but it also instills in people where they can't even admit that they're wrong. They can't even admit that they don't know themselves or whatever it is, just because they have that innate fear. And that all comes back from like, hey, if you fail to do something, there's going to be a negative outlash. Instead of, hey, if you fail to do something, learn from it and do it better next time. Like you're looking at this music video right now. It looks pretty good. I'm not one of those people. Listen, I love what I make. Every part of it is genuinely me. And at no point can I point to something and be like, this is embarrassing. Sure, I could have done this better, but I love it. It's a part of me. It's set in time. This is what I did. This is what I was able to accomplish. This is crazy. A lot of people have this self-hate stuff. And that all goes back to what we're saying is they don't know themselves and they're not confident in what they're doing. And even with this, there's so many other videos, even just joke music videos me and Kevin made on like Make My Video way back in the day that are shitty. They're just bad. But we had to fail in order to get to the point where I'm like, okay, now I understand what to do here. I now understand how to cut that. I now understand how to like know what scenes to do. And that's something you gotta get out there and fail. You got to jump in the deep end and learn to swim. And that's
and failure is okay.
Yeah, it's
all
good.
People need to learn is like failure is okay. We put out a lot of duds on our channel, and that's okay because we want to make the content anyways.
I also agree. You did put out a lot of duds on your channel. It's great. This is the first hit I think you guys got. Good for you guys.
Probably will do at least 10 more views than RAMZCA got. No,
RAMZCA's gonna get fucking. He's got a cult following, man. You ever been to his Discord server?
I actually don't really follow Discord. I don't like Discord very much
because it's just a bunch of schmucks just posting rats. That's all it is. There's like gaming batter on there and fucking like Clue in his eye. It's a bunch of fucking Canadian loving bastards. That's what it is. But all right, we closed that one. So I'm pretty sure there's a couple questions. I'll give it back to you. I've talked up a storm. What are the questions that you originally wanted to ask me coming here that I kept going on tangents?
Well, you know what?
I'll be succinct.
Here we go. Yes, the question. This has nothing to do with the interview.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if their Xbox 360 disc
game save a work on the digital version of the games. It should, yeah.
Yeah, it should. It should basically work. Yeah, that's basically especially for Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to be playing Macklemore in the background. That's going to get copyrighted.
Wait, oh god, Macklemore's coming.
Dial it back, man. He's playing Macklemore. He's like, you're a white rapper? You're fucking.
That's what Play Right After Mama said.
So the end all be all is that. Basically both of the games should save in the same place in the hard drive because it's just like a computer. But on top of that, I think that's basically.
We're gonna go Inception here pretty quick.
Oh, there we go. Keep going. There we go. But yeah, you had a couple questions that you wanted to ask.
Yes.
Me. So what were they?
Why don't we just pick some of the easier ones here? What's your favorite game?
Favorite game? I might have to say BioShock. Honestly, I really like BioShock. I think the last third of it is garbage. But the
like
first
the last
2/3
isn't like BioShock Infinite or BioShock the last third of that game?
Oh, just the last third of the game. BioShock Infinite. Oh, not that good of a game. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was kind of garbage. But that's a whole different. I'll succinct that into like a quick little thing. The problem with BioShock Infinite is that BioShock was supposed to make it feel claustrophobic. It's supposed to make you feel trapped. It's supposed to really limit everything. And by doing it, it gave you this wide feel of like, you're trapped, but you have a large place to traverse and everything like that. But it encroaches on you. BioShock Infinite was supposed to do the opposite. Is like what they wanted to do is make it feel wide open and make that feel scary. But due to what, as people already know, there's a lot of like different design and budget restraints. BioShock Infinite turned into a corridor shooter. So it turned from corridor to open area to corridor to open area to corridor to a boss battle in an open area. And so it's basically just Doom. But the problem is listen, people love BioShock Infinite. I'm not a Doom guy. I'm not a corridor shooter kind of guy. I'm not an arena shooter kind of guy. Like arena as in corridor arena. So like to me, it was just like, you guys wanted the thing you were trying to do is make it an open area thing, make it this wide fucking sprawling city and make that feel scary, but you failed to deliver. So now it's just fucking BioShock 2.0, but not as good. There's a whole rant about that. Also, the fireman is dumb. Who makes a fucking guy who responds to fucking villains that burns down the city? You're flying on flammable material. flammable material. And the first thing this motherfucker does is show up and like, I'm going to light a fucking city block on fire. Woo, look at me. Everything's on fire. The fucking corner store, the fucking Irish shop, all the fucking slaves they have all on fire, all the white hoods that all the fucking priests have on fire. Like, who the fuck does that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And he's called the fireman. Like, you really couldn't come up like... Imagine being Comstock sitting there and everybody's in a boardroom meeting and you got the guy and he's sitting there. He's like, okay, boss, what other kind of people should we have here? Should we have someone who, like, you know, can fight fires with water? Because we're in a city of burlap and fucking wood. And then Comstock's like, yes, I think this is a good idea. What if we had a guy who lit things on fire? And his fucking lackey's like, boss, what about the burlap in the fucking... No, wait a second. Better yet, what if when he also dies, he suicide bombs and blows up into even more fire?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, fuck it. This sounds good. And then they just made a fucking fireman. Who does this? This is the dumbest... That's the thing I have a problem with some of the fucking later Ken Levine stuff, is none of it makes sense in fucking game. The fireman doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. All right, anyways. But the original BioShock is one of my favorite games, the first 2/3 of it. Once you kill Andrew Ryan, the quality shiftly goes downhill because what the fuck the game originally was a System Shock game. And the problem with it being a System Shock game means you need to have a final boss battle, which means by the time you get to the final boss battle, you're fighting, I get it's supposed to be fucking Atlas, but it looks like Dr. Manhattan, which has
I literally agree with you on that. It literally looks like Dr. Manhattan.
And the worst part is, you don't even get to see his nuts. Like, at least give me some eye candy, baby. Like, what are we doing here? So the issue I have with that is the precedent of him looking like a fucking Dr. Manhattan was not set up at all in the game. You see people using a lot of fucking Adam and Eve. You see people getting spliced. You see them looking ugly. You see them all this shit and all that stuff. And at no point does any of them look like the fucking redneck Charger dude from Left 4 Dead 2. None of them look fucking mutated like that until you get to BioShock 2. But that was them retroactively trying to make it fit. So it doesn't make sense. It's as I said in the fucking video, it breaks my immersion. That's it. Anyways, next question. Go ahead. Do you like BioShock? Is it
yeah, no, BioShock's cool. I like BioShock.
Would you make out with Frank Fontaine?
No, I wouldn't. The only person I'm willing to kiss is my wife. So
safe answer. I'll let it pass. All right.
One of my favorite games is Dead Rising. And I know a lot of people have issues with Dead Rising 4, but that series is one of my favorite.
Meg 64 is a great Dead Rising video.
I have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's him in a mall dragging stuff around and taking pictures of people. It's like the most wholesome video. Like, I recommend it.
I also love the ridiculous pictures you have to take in that game. I hate photography. Yeah. So like, why would I want to do photography in a game? But you know, I love it there.
I feel you on that. Photography is weird. I don't get social media. So recently I've been doing stuff. If like one day I go to this Vons down the street. I don't care. People know where. Laurel Canyon. There's a Vons right here off of Ventura. So I go there. Same place that Armenian guy got shot. But I go there, and every time I went in there, there's this bald cashier guy who roasts whatever I wear. Like I was wearing an orange and black. Can you pass me the orange and black polo from in there? I was wearing this orange and black polo for Halloween. I go in there, and he's like, "Oh, look, it looks like a fucking rotten jack-o'-lantern." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm not ordering any roast today. I'm just getting some eggs. It's fine. Chill." That's not the fucking one. The fuck. Oh my god, are you dumb? Why are you looking over there? That's Jet. Oh my god, this guy. It's not my closet. He acts like this is in his closet, like we don't sleep together. It's absolutely insane. Dude, it's literally staring you in the... Oh my god, I should have just got up and got this. Are you guys seeing? Do you not see it?
Oh my gosh. Yep, and there he goes. He's going to get it now.
Yeah. But what did you think I was saying?
It's an orange polo. I was thinking like orange and black, like a pattern. You know.
It's okay. He graduated from college, by the way. I did. He graduated from college. I did. I just want to go on record. So yeah, there was this orange and black polo, and it's like, it's a polo. Like, it's nice. It's Halloween. It's festive. I get called a rotten jack-o'-lantern. I have this jacket right here, and so I came in with this fucking jacket, and the first thing he said to me was like, "Oh, look, it's the knockoff Beastie Boys." It's like, oh, that's exactly what I came in here for. So one day I came in with I think the polo. I mean, I think the sweater's right here. Oh yeah. I came in with this sweater. It's like a high neck sweater and this beanie, and I was wearing combat boots, which is right here. And he said I look like an expendable Bond henchman.
You can make a whole video.
What does that mean?
You should do a whole video on that. I think that would be the best option for that one.
What does a fucking expendable Bond henchman mean though? Like, is that an insult? Is that a compliment? Like, the expendable part is what gets me. Is like, am I dying? Is that what it is? So I actually made on Instagram. There's like a series of photos where I just pretend to be.
I saw those. Like, I did see those actually. Yeah, I followed you on Instagram. I think. I
gotta admit, I've been shot at plenty of times, but floating freely in the ocean is probably the scariest thing. That was like, I'm good. We got the take. I'm not doing another. It's fine. Also, we went to the Santa Monica Pier, which probably was not the best idea, to be honest. We got warned afterwards. We were filming it, and then the fire marshal comes over, the lifeguard fire marshal guy, and he's like, "Hey, you're not allowed to be over there." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we were just filming something." He's like, "Yeah, be careful. There's a lot of dirty needles."
Oh jeez.
Well, fuck. Luckily, I didn't get stabbed, but that could have went left.
So I want to open this up for one last thing here for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've gone a little over 2 hours at this point. I want to say, first off, thank you for being on here with us, with me. And then I want to say,
kidnapped my wife. What else? What other reason?
Is there anything else you want to say to the audience before we conclude the podcast?
Yeah, fuck Reykjavik. Also,
you can say more than that.
Oh, then so Mandalore Gaming has showed up in a couple of my videos. So I took a note from your book. I kidnapped his wife, right? So I sent him a finger and basically a note saying, say these lines or you're gonna get a little bit more of your wife, right? So he sends me back a USB drive within like a day. Like, he probably didn't make shift, and I was like, wow, he must really love this bitch. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, that's it. And so I'm reading the letter, and it was like I'm reading the letter, and I'm like, oh yeah, here's all the lines, USB tapes. All right, I got the USB drive, and I'm like, by the way, that's not my wife. So I've been having this. I have this girl here who's been in my closet for like 6 weeks, and like, she basically has made herself at home. Like, she fucking redecorated my apartment. I don't know who she is. She's missing a finger now, but what am I supposed to do? I don't know. That's all I got for you.
You're just like, it's like, who do I call? Who can handle this problem?
Yeah, it's like because like, you got to think about the legality of the situation here. It's like, I can't just discard her now because I kidnapped her. She can report me to the cops. But at the same time, is like, she's kind of ruining my gaming lounge. Like, I didn't invite her over to fucking like rearrange. Like, bro, I walked out there, and you know what this fucking bitch did? You know what this fucking bitch did? She put everything in ABC order. Like, all the NBA 2Ks are there.
Decimal system
and it's Call of Duty. It's a numerical order. It's Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4. Modern Warfare 2, It's like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, I'm organized it for you. Even the Nintendo 64 games are organized. I'm like, what the fuck? They made more sense before. It's like, what made more sense before? The fact that you had to dig through fucking dressers and everything and like look for these things. I'm like, wait, why are you arguing with me? I just want to come home. I just want to fucking drink some Diet Coke, sit here and play some video games. I don't need you to nag at me. And then I slam my door, and then I realize, like, what the fuck? I'm not even married to her. How is this going on? But, you know, as it says, I'm sleeping on the couch for the next couple of weeks. So, I mean, I'm honestly, listen, I'm honestly just ranting. I was seeing how long you would let me go on with that. I mean, at the point I called her a bitch, I was like, is he going to stop me here? But,
nope.
Hey, I'll keep going. I'll dig my own grave. It's fine. So I was at work. I was talking to
there's that really, you heard the really great joke from he just passed.
Trevor Moore?
No, just passed away recently. Shoot, this guy's name was right on my tongue.
Oh yes, I remember. Jeffrey Epstein.
No. Haven't heard any jokes from him. Especially the end. My brain's not getting there.
John McAfee.
Yeah, no, not him. That doesn't matter. He tells this really long joke on Conan O'Brien, and the whole point of the joke is to get the guy to interject. Right, that was the whole point of the joke.
Yeah,
it's like I learned right there. That some comedians just want to rant forever until you interject so they can make fun of you.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my brain.
You know,
was
the
not
only
getting
reason, the only reason I know that is this sounds like I'm plugging his channel, but I was recently watching some like General Sam podcast he had on because I had a lot of free time at work, and he keeps referencing Norm Macdonald. That's the only reason I know that name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that was definitely the right person.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm bad in like 10, which I think is like at 1 out of every like 100 hits. So I mean, well, listen, at least I got a hit.
I would love to have you on again sometime in the future when I'm not like recovering from being sick, but I do need to end this soon. My apologies.
Yeah, no worries. This is what
I'm
I'm
really happy that we're able to have you on and have this ridiculous Inception thing going for the last 10 minutes.
Hey, thank you for having me on. Thank you, Chris. Shout out to what was that again? CHRILLCAST?
And Del Taco. Shout out to Del Taco.
Hey, shout out to my boys at Del Taco. Shout out to Chris Hansen Cast. That's what it was. Like I didn't know you guys were. You guys should have told me. We could have like really went down our favorite like Dateline NBC episodes. Like one of my favorite is like the one where he doesn't get caught. What?
Wait, what?
What you said? Sorry.
Anyways.
Sorry, I didn't hear something. Did you say something? Anyways,
no, I didn't say anything.
Anyways, my name's Hayden Chapman, aka RAMZCA. Thank you guys so much for having me on. Shout out to Chris. You know, Will, kind of like I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of my favorite host. I'm gonna be honest. Will is kind of the better host at this point. I think maybe we should get like a battle royale down. We both get you in the same lobby and you guys like duke it out or some shit. Like
sounds
not
good
like
to me.
physically,
Right, well,
but like you can put like sound effects over that. Like I don't actually know how to fight. I don't know how to fight.
But if you want to collab on some music sometime, I'm your guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hit me up. We'll talk about it some more. So slide in those DMs, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know. Hey, listen, Charlie Sheen once said that worked for him. So shoot your shot, man.
Tiger blood.
As Kobe says real quick, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And you miss 100% of your shots if you're just hating. So, I mean.
Anyways, as always, thank you very much for being on. Go ahead and subscribe to Hayden's channel. Oh, you're gonna do something?
I'll see myself out. You continue this. It's fine.
Okay. And we will see you all on the next CHRILLCAST. I don't know what he's doing.